Welcome to the BYB podcast. That stands for the Backyard Boys. And it's Monday. Yes, folks. We're back to the daily grind. We're back to the work week. I know it's very unfortunate. I know everybody just wants to relax and hang around and do nothing forever. I don't know. Just relax, hang out with the Backyard Boys tonight, baby. That's what we're doing. Indeed. And it's just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just
Very
the two of us.
did that.
Mo and I. Yeah.
Because you got that coupon? Is that why you're so fired up?
A coupon for what? Groupon, maybe even better. What do you think I may or may not have got a coupon for?
Or some sort of escort service. I'm not sure.
Why don't you share with the class?
There's a rumor going around that you may or may not have received one free 2-hour slot with a young lady or immediately.
What you're the one that brought this to my attention earlier in the group chat over there at the BYB.
It wasn't me that brought it up. It wasn't me that brought it up.
Okay, well,
funny. I did think it was funny though.
Where did you hear this rumor that I was going to be getting a handy J at Hackmania from a certain person we all know and love?
Sources here or anytime. I am a journalist with enough respect to not reveal my source.
Speaking of journalists, we will be having Will Herren from all the way down in Louisiana Parish, whatever. He's a newsman, a real man, a newsman too. He's got the horizontal hairline. He's got those fucking turkey teeth. I mean, he's got it all going for himself, man. He's doing it. He's having it as well. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, just let's get back to this. Out of nowhere, you just hit me up and you were like, "Hey, Claude, so I heard you got a coupon for a handy J." I mean, did you see it posted somewhere? Did someone send you a DM? You don't have to give names. You don't have to name names. I'm just curious.
Give me a sec, because I don't want to misquote the situation, because that'd be terrible. Hold on, let's see here.
And I am excited. I mean, don't fool yourself for a second. I am very excited for this handy J that allegedly I will be getting from a certain Puerto Rican lady. Apparently, this is how it came out, from what I understand. I mean,
okay, so excuse me. I gotta say, this is very uncomfortable for both of us, I'm sure.
I mean, you talked about me getting hand jobs. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, hold on. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, I never said that.
Okay, well, I mean, we've talked about Isaiah giving Chad Zumach a handy J at the sauna down there. So I mean, whatever. We've been known to talk. You said Penny. She seems like the kind of lady that would give a firm but loving hand job.
Regrettable thing to say, honestly.
The hand job thing has come up in the past, so we shouldn't feel too awkward about this.
Can I give you the actual quotes? Because I hate to misquote.
I would love the quotations. Let's hear it.
I received a screenshot, and I believe you might have received the same one. And it was one oh so mommy. I believe did we know that young lady to be mommy? Is that correct, sir?
The handy lady. I mean, so her kid might be handy, but she said might be as well.
She said, and I quote, "I made Quad." Now this is Oso Mommy quote, not me, not Quad. This is her quote. I made Quad a all capitals Hando coupon. Now, I'm not familiar with a Hando coupon, but maybe maybe that was just a mistyping, and I'd love for her to explain that. And the other thing she said, redeemable one time only, non-transferable.
Non-trans. Okay, I like that part. I don't want to deal with because we know
something you got to be on the lookout over there in Las Vegas.
Yes, in fact, I do believe we're going to be surrounded by the trans community, and that trans community also said that they will be giving out BJs to whoever asks for one, pretty much. So they don't even sound very picky, to be honest.
No, they did say everyone. So I mean, it seems like if you feel like things are low and you're not going to get what you were looking for, that's always, I guess, on the menu.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. That is true.
I find a little bit more.
I'm sorry.
For,
and I still haven't found. You know, I'm trying to. I didn't want to sing it that time. I just wanted to quote the lyrics and maybe just move on. But you know, you too would understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. So anyway, like I don't want to assume anything now. I mean, but she said that you are in. I mean, it seems like she implied that you were aware of this. So you seem baffled. What's happening?
Okay, I mean, when you say hando job, I assume
I didn't say that. Oh, I didn't say that. Don't quote me. I already said that.
Hando
job. Mommy said hand, and I don't even know what that means, dude.
You said
I'm not into the BDSM job. Or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know what all the acronyms
you're
are.
Like Brian Landon. You just hear whatever the fuck you want to hear. You don't even care what other people are saying. You can literally hear what I'm saying right now and then totally take that context in your own mind and run with it. Run with the narrative, GMO. Go ahead. I can't run.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not running with any narrative, but I'll let you run with the narrative. Whatever, man. So she says, hando job. Your words, not mine. Don't fuck around here.
Her words. I mean, that's the quote. I don't know what to tell you.
I know, but your words from her words. I'm saying you're passing along a message. I get that. I think the audience understands that. You don't have to worry. They're not going to think that you're the person giving the fucking hand job.
I'm not even going to be there. Could you imagine what a virtual hand job?
You can't be there now because the optics. Now you can't even show up because
you can't even show up as a surprise now. Could you imagine how that would look?
They'll be like, oh, JMO was hanging out with Quadfather. That's why I can never go meet Ava in person, because they'll be like, oh, Quad met Ava in person. Oh, we know what happened. And they'll run with the narrative. I get that. I know. I've watched enough Chad Zumach to understand how narratives work, unfortunately.
They move fast, though, don't they?
What, hand jobs?
Narratives, but...
Oh, narratives. Oh, okay. No, back to that too. Like, so she said hando job. I'm just thinking possibly that she misquoted it and she meant handy, like, you know, handicap, like possibly it's a handicap job. You know, there are jobs for handicapped people out there. Maybe she was saying that I got a coupon to look into a job search website, or I have no idea how this works, man. Maybe she just wants to help me find a job.
The Y and the O are pretty far apart, though, so it seems deliberate. But I don't want to.
Was there a hyphen?
Didn't feel like it. No, it was all caps HANDO.
The handy job didn't feel like it. What?
That's what it said. All caps HANDO. So I said it feels very deliberate. Maybe can you Google
gotta
it?
stop saying feels like when you're talking about the hand job. It almost seems like
your
you're
hand
trying
job,
to
not mine. Dude. I would never
feel
be
this
able to
hand
feel that.
job. Well, I don't want to feel you. I'm not going to use the teen vocabulary. You know, when they're like, "I feel you, dog." Like I'm going to stay as far away from that kind of talk as possible. I don't want people to get confused out there, like Brian Landon always does when you're talking. He doesn't understand words apparently, or thoughts. Both, maybe words and thoughts put together.
Stay in the chair, or are you gonna lay on the bed for it? I think that's what everybody's wanting to know.
I like to relax, you know, and as soon as I'm done, there's nothing wrong with a good nap. You know, you understand this theory,
of course, right? But you don't have your shower chair, so you got to think about, you know what I mean? Are you bringing your shower chair?
Squeegee method works just fine, JMO. I don't know if you're aware.
How quickly are you going to be able to rinse off? Give her a rinse-a-roo.
I mean, that's what tissue papers are for, right?
That could go bad. I mean, that tissue paper they give you in a hotel,
very thin, a little too thin.
It's gonna stick right to that goop. We'll call it. It's gonna turn into paper mache so quick.
Kerbla goop. He's gonna be there. Yeah,
God, could you imagine what a perfect plan that would be? In lieu of Mersh, you get Kerbla goop.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. If you wanted to get Mersh to Hackmania, that might be an actual good way to do it, because we know Mersh is into any guy that has ever eaten or been his ass eaten by Ice Dancer. That is true. Very true.
This may be the whitest wigger she's ever been with. I mean, honestly, she's getting closer and closer to making her father so happy.
I don't think she has a dad, or at least not one that's still around, you know?
Yeah, I'm not interested to know. Hope it works out.
Yes, doxing bad. The other
I want to know any of it.
I mean, there is. Did you hear about this? Dr. Till's been getting doxed like a madman lately.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe he was. I think he's guilty of playing in the mud and getting dirty, but that could just be me.
Yeah, fuck around and find out. Is that kind of the situation, the way you understand it? Is that the way you took it?
Hey, you know, when you dare people to not do something, they typically will do it. And when you tell people that you're above them, they're going to quickly show you why you're not, especially when you're definitely not.
Yeah, it seems like that's the way the internet does seem to work like that, doesn't it? Quickly.
Well, you know, we're just newbies around here, as you know, so.
No, not Dr. No, Dak. Dr. Till. He's the guy from Ministry of Dude. I like that though. Bath salts. Are we doing bath salts?
Dr. Tills?
I don't know if those bath salts are strong enough for us, man. I'm telling you. And also Nodak as well. Hit that like button, you cowards. That's the message we like to deliver to everybody. That's right.
So true.
Yeah, Nodak's doing the Lord's work. He's doing it over here. He's doing it over there at Pat Dixon's show. I do appreciate that so much. Indeed.
Yes.
Is this true? The final boss is a proud the final boss. Is it Kerp or Curb Lagoop?
Curb La Goop. If I'm to understand it correctly.
Goop.
Now I'm not
Is his last name Goop? Really?
I think it's La Goop.
La Goop?
Yeah, I think Curb's the first name, last name La Goop.
Curb is short for Kirby, right?
Have you ever seen like a Della Rosa? They put DE and then La. It's crazy. Some of these last names, they get carried away. Spaces,
and
they don't belong.
That guy's down in Florida, right? So I always thought he was a white kid, but apparently he might be something else.
No, he's a Florida white, which is, you know.
Sorry, I got Thank you. And yeah,
Private
we'll
goop.
see if we can reach out to Mr. Lagoop and see what we can find out, Mr. Lagoop.
If I'm not understanding correctly, I believe that he is just a regular. Okay, I think he's just a regular wigger. I think he puts
He's a
the W
veteran,
in
though.
wigger. Yeah, man, but like if that part of Florida, like it's pretty common. Like, let's not sit here and act
Private
like
goop.
we didn't go through it
Oh.
ourselves.
All right. Well, we got confirmation. There it is. He's white. Chill. All right. Fair enough.
Bro is
shit.
chill.
Here we go.
So.
Dejois. I just watched the latest Scralf. I had not known we gave them that moniker.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I thought we were going with Scarf or but Scralf. That's kind of,
Ralph is perfect. I love it.
That's a great one.
King
That's
Scralf.
the best one I've heard. I think we should make that stick until there's a better mixture of a name. Yeah.
Remember that old movie King Ralph? It was John Goodman.
I remember.
King Scralf.
Spotted dick, sir.
Yeah, and Ethan Ralph kind of looks like John Goodman in a way. So in a way.
Right, but he doesn't get to wear the crown because currently it's being occupied by
Stolen Valor.
Mersh, stolen valor, stolen crowns, stolen valor, stolen probably lots of things. Stolen, I don't know. What else has he stole? Stole Ethan Ralph's lady. Oh shit. Oh fuck yeah, that's what happened. I remember now. That's right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Young Old Vibes. We will let everybody know that Young Old Vibes want you to hit the like button. Hey, Young Old Vibes, are you going to be in fucking Hackmania? When I asked you before, you were like, nah, I would never hang out with those losers at Hackmania. And then I seen her put a message out there somewhere. She was like, yeah, I wish I could go because I really want to meet Shmuel Buckman. Then I was like, oh, she wants to go to Hackmania. I mean, only for one purpose, to meet Shmuel Buckman, apparently, which is kind of blew my mind, but so be it. I mean, I get that.
He's a big star, dude. He's a big star, man. You better, Mr. Buckman, I'd like to apologize. Listen, dude, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Well, which one is it though? Like, is he? Everybody's saying like, oh, everyone turned on him. He's a life form. He's just a lol cow. He's on his way out. He's done. He's a bum. He's a loser. But then I hear things like that, like Young Old Vibes is like, oh, I want to go to Hackmania just so I can meet Shmuel Buckman. Right.
He's a celebrity, but I'm telling you right now, like over the last year, I do believe Shmuel Buckman has been on, I don't know what we call it, an uptick. Right? Everybody's talking about the Buckman. No but Buck. That was a phase. Everybody there's been so many that's been coming around. But there's so many different adorations of this. And he's just found a way to continue to notch his way up to the top. And I think what you're not understanding.
Different iterations, but adorations, like people adore him. So there's different iterations of the adoration of
I always see somebody saying Buck Mafia. I see stuff like that all the time.
Buck. I don't even know. What are we doing?
Jealous, dude.
We're just making fucking chicken noises at this point. I don't even fucking know.
I don't even know.
Shmuel, he is the man. Shmuel Buckman, $2. $2
Well, to be fair, she did hear you like to hand out a couple Jacksons
out
of your pocket.
Yeah. I have not got a coupon from Young Old Vibes yet, but I'm still waiting on that fucking thing. And if she does show up to Hackmania, whatever. I know FKA Mammy. She's allegedly a fake Puerto Rican. Young Old Vibes could possibly be a colorful lady. I'll just say it that way. So I'm just saying,
black hand on your door.
It could be a first. I could have a black and a brown hand, fucking like milking me like a goddamn dairy, like a goddamn dairy cow. Make me like a dairy cow. I don't have tits, but you can.
First of all, two would never work. Given how all the special arrangements you need, they gotta tie one of your legs up with like a thing and hoist it up in the air.
Oh, they're I think there's a
It's a lot of work.
contraption. Yeah, they could get out. It's a Hoyer lift, is what they call that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
I'm not that into BDSM, so I don't really understand what you guys get into. I know there's loops that you got your nipples hooked up to or something. I don't want to know that stuff. It's gross.
Yeah, the machine version is so much whatever. There's no like feeling to it. There's no personality, so it is kind of awkward. Very cold. Very I don't know. Clinical.
Just hold
clinical.
my hand and look me in my eyes.
Right. Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. I am the captain now. That's right. Young old vibes. Schmiel would say something like that. Actually, he said far worse. Schmiel has in the past talked about his threesomes, and I don't even know if they were the right kind. You know, I almost wonder if they were like devil's three ways. He claims they were women.
Bro. What's your problem? You jealous?
I'm not a hater. I'm not hating. Yo.
So him and Cookie like to whatever. Like, what's your deal?
What's my deal? You should know by now. You've been here long enough,
bro.
Yeah, I am crazy.
You're acting out right now. Everyone's upset with you. Everyone's mad at you.
Yeah.
What's happening? Yeah. What did you do?
All
your
two
PR
people.
Is shit right now. Help me help you.
I know. There's like a long list of people that are very upset with me, like Mint Diggity, Stevie Lou, Luca the Vine. You know, actually, this kind of just seems like the same people that have hated me for years now. So I don't know that this is like an updated news. Yeah, like we got Will Herren coming on to give us the most
Brian
recent
Landon's on
news.
your ass. He's on that ass. I forgot about him. So that's a new one.
I have a feeling that one will be temporary if we give Brian Landon, whoever that the Halloween Town guy, that guy. If we just gave him like a minute to take some deep breaths, maybe lay off the alcohol and whatever else for a day or two, he'd probably come to his senses, I'm assuming. But I'm not 100% sure because I did see his commentary after watching my words, and it's almost like he doesn't understand words. That would be my guess. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. We'll delve into that, which is unfortunate. You know, that is kind of the bummer thing that he actually went over all of my words today from Hughesy's show and Buckman's show.
Okay.
And I wanted to move on from this topic, and I probably will anyway, regardless. But yeah, for him to go out there and misrepresent he almost like made it sound like I approve of striking people's channels.
No, dude, that's what we all heard, bro. We all heard you say it. You want everyone to strike. Right. That's the general consensus now. And now I'm out here having to deal with it. So tell us what you said. What did you say?
Will you fight my battles for me, JMO? I'm just a cripple guy. I need protected.
No, I heard what you said. It didn't really come off to me as though you were pro striking in any way.
Right. But that's apparently the narrative that, these guys are running with the narrative, and that's the narrative that I like strikes. Like, that's kind of weird considering I've struck 0 people and I've turned 0 people in for harassment or anything else on their channel. So a little weird, but
doesn't matter. Like whatever, if you strike somebody, it doesn't matter what the backstory is. Doesn't matter what the reasoning is. You're going to have people who are not going to like that. That is absolutely a fact.
As Moody's finding
out right now, right? Or not, you know.
And Moody found that out, right?
Oh boy, his feet were on the fire a little bit.
And they still are, and they still will be. And maybe that's I wouldn't even disagree with that his feet should be held to the fire somewhat for striking. And I said that. Like I said that he has the right to strike. It doesn't make it correct.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
We don't agree with it, but technically speaking, and I think Brian is also kind of saying that, I kind of heard him say, like, yeah, he was correct to strike. And it's like, all right, then. So, like, yeah.
So we're all in agreement then.
Yeah. Well.
And so what happened? Here's my next question. The one thing that Brian Landon never answered is how was he streaming live from his YouTube channel today when he had a 90-day strike?
I don't think you. First of all, I don't think you had a 90-day or first
7-day strike. 7-day strike.
I
That
honestly don't
incident
know.
was not 7 days ago. So that doesn't even make sense. Did he even get a copyright strike or did he just get a copyright removal? No, I did see the email he received. And it did say strike on there, but
Well, it's possible that Moody
boy.
rescinded the strike at this point. But I don't know. I'm furthermore not that invested in it, to be honest with you. It seems to be,
Get invested in it, man. Come on.
I don't know, man. It just seems like both parties are pretty well dug in the sand about it. No offense to Moody about the sand, but it does seem like neither one really feel like budging on it. And the cooler heads shall prevail at some. But I'm really
Cooler
not into
heads.
the striking anybody. I think it's dumb. I think especially somebody who's got a channel that doesn't really. It's not like Brian Lano's got a huge channel and he's taking money out of your pocket. But whatever, I get the reasoning. I don't need to rehear the reason. It's just it never looks good.
Oh
And that's where I
no.
stand.
Thank you, Connor Swim. $5. Few people remember his OG name, Tranny Suck Buck. So if Shmuel's not bringing his old lady to Hackmania, and I'm not commenting on her age, I do believe that he'll be in line for that Tranny Suck too. Latanya, shout out to Latanya, giving all the sucks. That's who offered him, right?
MGD. I don't know that he's that. He's definitely got a crush on MGD, like full blown. He has confessed that.
He's got a full blown crush, like she's got full blown AIDS.
I don't think that's I would never spread a rumor.
No, toilet AIDS, like you know what I mean. Like she has to have the wiping stick or whatever.
Dude, I don't really think that they do that. Like something about the circumcision and not doing it or something.
Speaking of peeing, she probably sits down to pee, right? Because she's a lady.
Or she's
MGD's a lady.
It's called method acting, so.
Right, method acting, the same kind that Karen Feldman lady does, meth acting. Shmuel Buckman, $2. Another buck. That's $2. Buck. Reports of my death are premature, just like FKA Mammy's baby's gonna be premature. Oh shit, that's maybe too far. A preemie.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
isn't that what happens to old ladies? Old ladies have preemies and downsy kids.
Their percentage for having a child with birth defects is like almost double after I believe like 37 or something. Don't quote me on that, but it is pretty like your number goes up exponentially after 30. Just say it's a
none of that is my problem. And secondly, it's not my kid. And secondly, all I'm getting is a handy, so I don't have to worry about any of the other stuff we're discussing.
Sir.
But she is a pregnant lady. Would it be kind of rude for me to do anything beyond that?
She can't get more pregnant, so I mean, I don't see what the problem would be.
Good point. I don't know. I don't want to have a threesome, if you know what I'm saying, JMO. Not that kind.
Yeah, well, listen, here's the deal. Either way, that baby is kind of in the room. So if that's the case, which
I know
feel like that is the case, I think that Latina
doesn't
women
that feel
enjoy
wrong, though?
a good weekend feast. So I think she just got a little carried away and was bloated up.
Feels like it feels wrong when you think about it like that. Doesn't I know some people would be like, oh, it's all natural. It's like, I don't know. Seems kind of creepy to have a little Vince the lawyer in the room with me. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
He's gonna come out of there litigating, so watch yourself.
Yeah, he's gonna sue me immediately, I'm sure.
Immediately. What did you make my mother do?
Yo mama, Mersh, stocking up on knee pads and baby oil. Are you also? I did not know you were a transformer as well. Just learning this about Mersh being a transformer. Had no idea. Never had a clue. Indeed.
Interesting. Well,
Very interesting.
High
Very
quantity,
interesting.
man. It's like flies to a bright light around here. It's crazy. It's like
Bright light,
moths
bright
to a
light.
flame. They say is the correct term, I guess. Flies to a light.
All right. Well, I don't think I've had a chance to talk to you about the Brian Landon striking thing. So is that your opinion? Are you going to go on record saying that right now that Moody 100% was well within his rights to strike, and you're just against it? And I kind of think that I would say, if we made it a poll question, that would be the majority. That yes, it's within his rights, but it's not right.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's so many other ways, especially within this particular area, to get a hold of people and get them to make a move before you do that. But listen, I can't speak for him and what he does. He did what he did and got the reaction he got. So it's kind of like, what do you do now? I tried to help in the way I could, which was bring some awareness to it, I guess you would say. Like, I was like, can we just work this thing out? And it kind of blew up after I suggested that. So far, my peace treaty talks have not gone well. And you know what? I'm honestly not much for peace anyway.
You're not as good as you think you are about bringing peace between people. I think maybe you should give up your attempts at bringing people
really
together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really have to set that aside because I'm not built for that anyway. You
know. Okay, so I Brian Landon, when he talks about doing stuff on his YouTube channel, he will admit this, like he doesn't know what the hell. He's not very good at YouTubing yet. Someday he might be. Give him a minute to catch up with the rest of us.
Yeah.
I will say this. He said he set a premiere. And when you set a premiere, like you're going to upload a video and you set a premiere for it to go upload itself onto your channel, that is just like you know, a bit. You got the video section, you got the live section, you got the short section. When you're uploading a video, it goes to the video section. We are right now, we're live, we're doing a live stream.
That's going to be in the live.
I thought he was saying that he was uploading a video to his YouTube channel that wasn't live. And what he meant by that was, and he was saying that he did it as a premiere. He was not doing a premiere. He was doing a live stream, but in the beginning of his live stream, he was playing an entire Moody video in completion. So even when he was trying to explain that, he explained it incorrectly. But that's exactly what happened. And the second part of that is, as far as the video from Moody's channel, he was saying that Brian was trying to say that Moody's video isn't on Moody's channel because it's unlisted. Now, there are three options you can do with any live stream or any video. You can make them public, you can make them members only, you can make them private or unlisted. So that's four options. I just
I didn't want to call you out on that, but yeah, you didn't count them up in your head before you said it. That's fine.
Yeah, I should have thought that one out a little better. Okay, yeah, so there's four options. Private, if you have the link to that show, you won't be able to go to it. It won't allow you to. And when you go look at the channel, you won't be able to see it. An unlisted link, you can, if someone gives you that link, it will take you to that video and you will be able to watch it. Even though that unlisted video you will not be able to go look at it on a channel.
Yeah.
And of course, the public one, you can go to the link and you can see it. Members only, you have to be a member to see it. And the link is good if you're a member. So an unlisted video is still on the guy's channel. You just can't see it when you go look at it, but the link will still take you to it. So that video Moody has still exists on Moody's channel. but Brian just happened to have the link for it somehow. Someone sent it to him. So that's how he got it. But obviously Moody didn't want people watching it, right? Or pulling it up and checking it out. I think that's why he was so quick to strike him. I know, Panhandler. I know this is fucking, it is kind of in the weeds, but I thought I would just clarify that because I don't think
he was shaking his hiney and he was embarrassed. He didn't want to be showing that.
Well, Brian,
religion to be shaking that thing.
Yeah, but Brian doesn't understand. You know what I mean? Like Brian didn't understand exactly how that works. So I thought I would be diligent and do my due diligence and explain it to everybody.
So for the record, you don't think that it's great. You just think that it's technically Moody's right to do that. Stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it was I think it's a bad move on Brian's end to just play the whole thing. He should have been making commentary on it, dude. That's very simple. We would have avoided this whole problem if he would have just made some freaking
commentary.
Just something. I know he was like, well, we were only 7 minutes into his live stream. I get that, man. I also did point out already that after Brian Landon's drunken phone calls in NLO, maybe there was a little more. I mean, it seems like Moody almost was like looking for him to do it, to fuck with him. He was aware.
Moody might be trolling him a little bit too, yeah, but not.
It kind of feels like that.
Not necessarily with the strike, but with the what's happened since.
Right.
Maybe.
Oh, you're the reason this all happened. I had no idea. Okay, so Sam Bibley, Moody relisted the unlisted video, but Brian didn't know that and asked me to send him the video. I emailed it to him around the same time Moody was relisting it. Ooh, okay. So this is all your fault, Sam Bibley. You are the person that emailed him that unlisted video link. You're to blame. You're the problem.
Real nice, Sam Bibley. Real nice. Look what you've done. Oh my
God. And like I said, I mean, we got that Sand N over there in New Zealand just taking people's stuff down because they're playing his videos.
We can't be having that.
Well, now I got Mint Diggity on my ass, right? Saying he's going to, hey, Mersh, take down Quad, or anybody, anytime Quad ever plays a clip, just strike him, copyright strike him immediately. And it's like, you understand that every time we play a video over here at BYB, we make it transformative. So you can strike it all you want. It's going to fly, and we will not be getting a copyright strike because we make it transformative. So,
and we already know Mersh can't afford an attorney, so it's really easy. Like, we already know.
And I am on record saying I am anti-strike, and I myself, you will never see my channel striking someone else for fucking clipping or anything else like that.
Striking is bad for business for everyone. I think that's what needs to be said. It's just bad for business for everyone. It doesn't really matter what anybody feels. Stop feeling. It is bad for business regardless.
Exactly. And
there's definitely so many other ways to work it out, especially with people in this realm. There's no need to just go right to strike. But you know what? He did what he did, and he got what he got. That is where we are.
Exactly. So whatever. I hope Brian and Moody can kiss at Hackmania and make up. Kiss and make up.
I think it's fixable. I mean, he's had he's had a couple run-ins with Melton over the last couple weeks over the phone, things like that. So it's, he's building his character. I'd say that.
And then of course we had Moody. I mean, it is kind of weird that we've had Moody involved in a couple of these stories recently. People are starting to see him as like the autistic little cunt he is. No, just jokes. The other thing was the black eye, and it's Mersh. Mersh went a fucking 10 miles out of his way to go find Moody talking shit about a black eye in Melton's chat. So it's not like Moody's out there just being like, oh, Mersh is hitting his woman and blah, blah, blah. It's like Mersh had to go search out those fucking very specific, probably mostly just goofing around. Like, hey, Melton, check out the eyeliner on our girl Ice Dancer and see if you think this is a black eye. Not a black guy, Gino, a black eye.
Yeah, the whole thing was a little bit nuts. Like his reaction, this is going to shock everyone, but Mersh had an instant reaction that was not good to something that was implied but not said. So he just said It looks like she has a black eye. He didn't say it looks like Mersh hit her. It just so happens that Mersh had a violent episode that weekend, but nobody insinuated that he did it. But he carried that along all the way through. So it's just like, yeah, you overreacted. This is kind of what you do. This is what you're infamous for. So it's like, well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think it's kind of funny that that they actually went out to dinner that night, and then later after that had happened, that he ended up punching the wall. And then that whole story coming out, it's the timing of it is very funny. That there actually was some violence happening. We're glad that Ice Dancer did not get harmed in the filming of said violent act. I'm glad to hear that.
Like, hello, like, had you not said, oh, by the way, look at my fist. Oh, by the way, I punched the wall. Oh, by the way, her and I got into a fight. Nobody would have known these details. He would have literally just had the Chili's picture. Everyone been like, oh, looks like they went to Chili's. The end. But instead, he gave a bunch of information nobody asked for, created the scenario. So now she's having to deal with it, answering. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a whole unnecessary fuck up by Mersh that was not needed. Nobody asked you about your hand. Nobody asked you about fighting with her. Nobody asked you about Chili's. You just did these things. So
and then she left him for the night after he went to Twin Peaks, and he was singing I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I think that's what he was.
So you immediately, so she left, and before she's even in another county, you're already at Twin Peaks, is it? What?
Oh, like, that'll teach her a lesson. I'm gonna go look at boobs.
Wait till she sees these broads.
Oh. Hey, Ice Dance, yeah, I went and looked at other boobs, and that should teach you a lesson about making me mad and upset by making me buy you a Nintendo
today,
Switch.
I'd be humiliated about it. I wouldn't say anything. Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do in your 40s. Like, you don't do that. You don't punch walls. Hello. Hello.
Hello, base. I mean,
how uncontrollable are you that you can't not punch a wall after 45 years on the earth?
I got a question for you. Let's say you're cross-eyed and you take a swing at a lady and you miss and hit the wall. Like, that's probably not an uncommon thing for the cross-eyed community, right? To miss the target they're swinging at.
I don't know. Is he a cross-eye or is he just a lazy eye? And furthermore, I don't really.
I mean, he's a lazy guy in general. His eye is lazy as well. Yes.
It's like it goes right sometimes, but like when he gets upset, it gets a little bit like more turned inwards. Like in here.
He turned onwards.
Yeah, turn on inwards.
He gets turned onwards, not so inwards. Like, outwards.
You know what?
He's got one wonky eye. One wonk eye. One wonk eye.
It's a wonky eye.
Right.
I got people saying that in his chat. Yeah, he's not liking that.
You close your eye and then look to the right and then try to hit something straight in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably fucking hard as hell. Especially if your
other eye is seeing the bridge of your nose. Yeah, that's a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
See, the last time he hit a lady, he tried to slap that stripper. I assume that he just swung in wildly and got lucky in made contact, but maybe it was a different story with Ice Dancer. That's all I can think.
I'm not even sure that's real. I feel like a pimp would have came in there and beat the shit out of him if he did that to one. You know what I mean? Like, a girl either has a baby daddy or a pimp that's going to come in and handle that. That's just
this lady gets it. Young of life. Punching a wall is fun unless you hit the stud. Exactly. And then studs don't move as well as drywall does. Exactly.
Oh boy, yeah, that would be a problem. Yeah. Yep.
Yes, I punched a post when I was like 18 out of anger, and I broke my hand in 3 places like a fucking moron. So I get it, man.
I like to think Mersh is like dancing in the woods, like angry dancing when he gets too
Like
upset. He's got to
Dancing with
get out of the
Wolves.
house. Exactly, like like he's outside dancing and he's hitting his hips, but he's also like punching, like 80s style. You know what I mean? Like mad dancing. That's what I like
Shut
with the
up. Not you, K-Merv. Sorry. Quad
music.
fisted many studs. How dare you, K-Merv?
That's
Untoward.
that's legal, dude. Studs. Oh, lesbians. I thought they meant like the cow ones, cow studs.
No. Wow.
Which are boys, so you gotta go up their butt.
All right. The other thing came up today. Yeah, let's move on. Move on quickly.
Yes.
Our boy Chadley. Okay, so we got a couple of premature April Fool's jokes, I assume. I mean, it almost sounds like she's saying for a fact now that she's knocked up, right? Preggers.
Yeah, she's not pregnant. We don't need to even. I'm not gonna get into the mix on why that's not plausible on a lot of levels, but it's also very dangerous.
Oh, you're saying she's too old now? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, I think science is on my side in regards to this. That after the age of 35 or 37, something along those lines, maybe I'm sure like if somebody smart like G-Rob probably knows that number right off the top, but like the number of like birth defects goes like it doubles up. Man, it's not good. It's not good.
Well, she's been on 2 shows since and is sticking with the claim that she is preggers. I just assumed that we're gonna get like a April 1st reveal, like, ha ha, I was April fooling you boys. What do you think about
that's
that?
a very hard. So now she third trimester is what she's trying to put off right now. So you think this lady could keep a secret for that long?
No, that's one
No.
That's one thing she's not good at doing, keeping
Absolutely
secrets.
not. So she's purporting that she's at least, I don't know, let's call it 30 weeks pregnant at this point, because that's heavy into pregnancy. Let's not act like that's not a big, like there's no more room left, right? It's very smooth. Like there's no stretch point. It's all smooth. There's no room left, right? So there's no shot that she's been able to hide for 30 solid weeks that she's this thing. And then, yeah, it's not possible. Sorry.
And this says like, "Ciao, boys, see y'all in Vegas." Well, I mean, you don't be like, "Oh, I'm super super fucking pregnant," and also, "Hey, boys, see you all in Vegas." Or I guess you did say that earlier, right? Like, she can't get more pregnant, so I guess if there was a time to go hog wild, and I'm not.
Yeah, that porn star's doing the same thing. Remember, she got herself pregnant, and now she's like, "Well, I guess I'll still do all these gangbangs because why not?" And it's like, I don't know, because the kid's probably gonna have a real hard life because of this already. So hopefully, she gives that baby up for adoption to a different country, one that doesn't speak English or know how
Puerto
to
Rico or Italy. I think those are her 2 options.
No, just get the baby out. Honestly, give the baby to an African tribe. It's probably better off.
A tribe of Africans. I mean, it takes a village to raise a child, right? They do say that.
That's what they say, and honestly, I think she needs to not be a part of the village.
Okay. Well, wow. That's
Sorry.
That's my free coupon lady there. You watch how you talk about.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about that porn star lady.
Oh, her. Yeah, take her kid away for sure. She's crazy, bitch.
Yeah, she needs to get that thing sent off like to a different. Yeah, no.
Scarf?
I think.
What did she call her? Scarf?
Oh, Scrouf.
Thank you. It sounds like Scrapple. I just have to remember that. It's like Scrapple. It goes good with breakfast.
Keep going, honey. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, I would just assume that not only is FKA Miami trying to fool people like me, that's very unfortunate. I think she's trying to trick me into a situation where I end up raising Vince the lawyer's baby. I feel like I'm getting tricked into fatherhood, and I don't want to do that. I don't feel like I need to be raising midget babies with Down syndrome. And I'm not saying that's automatically going to happen, but she was on with Stuttering John today, and it seemed like she's trying to keep that rumor going. I hope on April 1st, she just comes out first thing in the morning and is like, April Fools, I fool all of you boys. Now I will see you all in Vegas for your handy coupons. Because I'm assuming I'm going to redeem that coupon one way or the other. Yeah, I don't know. JMO keeps saying that IO sucks in fucking Hackmania, and he can go straight to hell because there ain't none of that happening on my end, no matter what. And other people are trying to insinuate I got some weird thing going on with Ava. No, that's not what's going to happen. So, no, I can't answer that kind of stuff yet. Right. I'm not doing anything because people have been very supportive of our channel, and I do appreciate everybody supporting the channel, of course. But you will be getting absolutely not a fucking thing from me at Hackmania, except for possibly a magnet, a keychain. I do have some of those things to hand out. The lovely flat cat Jessica indeed gave me some of those things too. She made me magnets, fridge magnets, BYB ones, and keychains for me to hand out last year at Hackmania, which I didn't make it to. So now I get my opportunity to hand all of that stuff over. No, this is not true, Tojo. This is Tommy Jordan and Quad are fighting over Ava. Not true, not true, not true. Possibly someone's going to have to fight Tojo, though. I don't know if it's going to be over Ava. And I know Ava's not coming. She said she's not coming. But also, I mean, Young Old Vibe said that too. And I don't know. She said she might show up too for Spiel time. Right. No, Connor, stop. You're not getting the sucks no matter what. Sorry, buddy. There is not an amount of money that I would do that for. So you're on your own there. Sorry, man. Indeed. Disgusting. I am very curious though. This lady better show up
sucks.
there.
No.
I know you were
I'm
probably
chumping at the bit.
Okay. That's why I got all of that stuff out before you got back. I wanted to make it
okay. I'm back, Connor. I'm so sorry I left. Listen, you do get those sucks.
Very clear. There will be none of that.
Connor gets his sucks. I believe what is that? Labyrinth. He gets some sucks too. Like, you got a busy schedule, dude. You better tell her she's going to have to fit in where she can get in.
I am actually getting very excited to meet all these people with just names on YouTube. I get to see their faces and meet them and hang out with them. And most importantly, video them, take pictures of them. And as soon as I get the name to go with the picture, I will put it on Twitter immediately. I might not do copyright strikes, but boy, doxing, what, dude, the doxing. The only thing I really regret is that Cardiff isn't going to be there. And I've been wanting to take a picture of Cardiff so bad to send to John and Chad, my buddies, my best buds. Indeed.
You're excited about Hackmania. We got it. You're going to have a great time.
Right.
Although you're going to get beat up because I saw what I was trying to defend you in that chat, but golly, it seems like that Luca the Buying guy, he put a fatwa on you. I was like, all right. Whoa.
He's bringing his kid to beat me up as well. Like, it's not just him.
He was bringing his kid up there to like the whole thing. I don't even want to say. Oh God, it was not good.
It's gonna be bloody. It's gonna be a bloody mess. I guess I'll be beaten to a bloody pulp.
I mean, I just wonder what anybody like. If you punch a guy in a wheelchair, no matter what he's done, like, you're not gonna look good to anybody. Like, that's gonna look weird. Sorry, it's just not.
I would love Cardiff. Not a chance. I don't I'm not a big fan of potatoes. I like French fries.
Not going anyway. Everybody
indeed.
backed out this year, so you're going at the perfect time.
I did that last year. Oh, yeah. Everybody's going this year. All the friends, all the homies.
Well, Cardiff's not going. Who else is not going?
OJ.
I don't think OJ was ever going. And quite frankly, I think, honestly, I'm really getting tired of the OJ thing. Like,
wouldn't it be funny if he did? I know Melton was trying to intervene and get OJ to come out there. He sent him some messages. That would be amazing if he was able to pull that off and annoy Tukey with the presence of OJ.
I assume he just fell victim to his sickness and died. Was that not what happened?
Succumbed to his illness.
Yeah, whatever the illness was. I assume it was, fatal, because that's why he threw such a tizzy about it. So, right?
Fatal. Yeah, I mean, whatever. He's got Shmuel's had diseases. He got over them. You can beat it. You could beat it. You can have that tiger's blood in you like Charlie Sheen has, man.
Yeah, you let the disease win, OJ. How dare you? You got to have a winner's heart, dude.
Your disease did. All right, before we go any further, we got a guest here. An all-time great guest, too, of course. The man of the hour, I guess, Will Herren.
Sim Salabim. What's up, y'all?
Not much. Welcome. How you doing, brother?
We're so happy to have you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
You're a real star now. You've been on the Stuttering John program. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised you're slumming it over here with us, to be honest with you.
I know, right?
Yeah, brother. How you doing tonight? You're not at the bar. Is this not Monday. A typical Monday? What's going on?
I'm turning over a new leaf, not drinking anymore.
Yeah. You hung out with Rob Saul one night in this?
That one time's all it took. I'm back to being sober. Thanks, Rob.
Did you go to like over the weekend rehab or what?
I did, and now I'm better again. Now I'm drinking again, though.
All you have to do is go one day, and then you're like, I did it.
Right.
That's how rehab works. It's like college. Like, you get to go. I went to college. Like, yeah, I did. I went there.
I worked.
Did he turn you into your boss, and they forced you to go to rehab?
No, he called my local preacher here. There are a lot of Catholic preachers. Mommy, what's up, girl?
I just got kicked off John's show, and I saw that.
Go figure.
Quad sent me the link. Vince left, so he had no use for me. So whatever. I was compromised.
So did he kick you? Well, do that again. Could we do that again?
I was compromised.
There they are.
Oh my Lord! Cover your eyes, Will.
Don't they look like I'm ready to nurse child?
Yes.
You always did.
And I have to wear this because my jeans don't fit anymore. I'm like, literally, I can't.
I'm feeling childlike.
You went noodle heavy. You went noodle heavy, and everybody told you noodles, they sit heavy. You knew it. You knew what you did. You knew what you did. You went back home. You had the good pastas.
All right. I ate too much. God, but can I at least make believe it's a baby belly?
That thing.
All right.
You're going to have to shit that thing out. Otherwise, it's going to get diseased.
Don't be rude. Don't be untoward.
Facts are facts, man. You know what I mean? You're going to get irritable bowel syndrome or something. I don't know how it all works.
Hush you. David, I'm sorry.
Quad.
I can't stick around long, but I just want to make sure you got your invitation.
Well, is it an invitation or is it a coupon for
I kind of just left it up to you. So
yeah, I'm happy to redeem said coupon. Indeed, absolutely.
Okay.
But yeah,
if he's horny. Yes,
that's the only thing it comes down to. Your place or mine. That's
we'll figure it out. But on the coupon, I said I basically said 2 hours in heaven with mommy. So we can do whatever he wants. If he wants to go to the pool, if he wants to go to the food court, whatever, for 2 hours, I'm chilling with Quad.
You're going to want to do it in his room on his bed. I'm going to tell you that right now. He comes with a lot of accoutrement. There's a lot that goes into it, you know?
And it's non-transferable. That's what I'm here to let you know. Make sure that's clear.
Have a stand-in.
Just like Quad, just like your sucks. They're not transferable. Those are for you to give out.
I was going to transfer them to you, JMO, and
non-transferable, dude. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, you boys. Anyway, so I just wanted to say hi. Yes.
No, you can't leave.
No,
We have questions, so you're knocked out.
No, I got home from work, jumped on John's show. I haven't even like spent time with the dog yet. So you are my next show. Let me know when you're available.
All right,
So,
now
Mom,
put some cocoa butter so you don't
pregnant?
get the stretchies.
What was that, Moo?
I'm sorry. Are you really pregnant?
I won't check. I don't want to check. I've prayed so long and hard that if I'm not, I will cry. So we're just gonna put it into the ether. So that's number
Have you
one.
missed a period? Have you missed a cycle?
115 days now.
Okay.
And not counting. Yeah.
Is it? Are you sure that it's not maybe?
It could be my changes, which exactly is what I'm afraid of. So right now I'm in this place
You're not
where
ready
I'm
to deal with that. You're not ready to deal with that.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
I haven't got my period for 115 days. Does that mean I'm
gross.
pregnant? Please God. Or does that mean
either
I'm
way,
done?
you can't.
I'm washed.
Either way,
I'm
you're
washed
not
up.
gonna get more pregnant, right?
No, so you're safe. So we're good.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
clips.
No condoms.
Can we talk about mostly clips? What is that? One of my favorite clip channels.
What's up, girl?
I love my guys. Anyway, thank you so much for the link. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna
You too.
jump off. All right, bye.
You haven't. Did you break up officially? Are you done dealing with Vince the lawyer? You will never do anything with him ever again.
Me? Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
Will Herren, are you having sex with Vince the lawyer? Jesus Christ!
Not
Of course
yet. Not yet.
No, I think that has ran its course, and now we laugh about it.
Okay, good. All right. No more secret meetups. No more meetings.
They weren't very secret. I have such a big mouth. I am the worst at cheating. I'm never doing it again.
Single, right?
Now I'm single, but now I'm like just like so like
cool
I can have
Sharon,
sex
dude. Why are you
now
making
with
this a whole thing?
whoever.
Who cares?
That's not fun. Like it's not fun that you can have sex. It's only fun when you can't have sex. It's so fucked up. It's the brain. Anyway.
All right.
Bye.
Oh yeah, hold on. You're not trying to trick me, are you?
Listen, she's gonna.
You're not trying to trick me into believing I don't have to wear a condom and it's all good, and then you'll get knocked up and I'll be having a kid, like having to raise it.
That's what they do.
All right,
look at you. You're just trying to take an inch and turn it into a mile.
All right.
Either way, mommy.
I think she left, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that.
No, let's leave her on screen like that.
To have that to be the picture that lasted.
She looks fine. You stop being mean, J-Mo.
Yeah, that face is kind of like, I don't think that's the normal face she would be making. I'm not saying it's not a great one, but
she's not Jamaican. She's Puerto Rican.
Oh, Trinidadian or something like that. Yeah. By injection.
She's got a daddy now. She could be having a Trinity daddy. 3 dads. Fuck yeah, Trinity. The Trinity.
At least you know it's not yours, huh, Quad?
Father, the Holy Ghost and the good spirits. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
The VTL, the Quad, and the Holy Spirit.
Quad God.
Yeah, that's right. All right, she's in a lot of fucking trouble. I'm kind of worried that she might have a screw loose up there, if you know what I'm saying.
Break. Yeah, she's not ready to deal with menopause. We've all seen it. It's fine. Hey, it happens.
I just want to pretend like I'm going to redeem that fucking thing so she doesn't start freaking out immediately when I get there. We'll break it to her softly, like an April Fool's joke. I think
don't let it linger, dude. You got to cash that thing in early before she gets disheartened. You know what I mean? Something's going to happen that's going to make her sad in this whole thing, and you want to get there before the sad thing happens. You understand?
Yeah, lay some pipe.
Lay some pipes. That's right. Pipe Layers Union. I've always been part of it. Always will be. Indeed. All right. Will, what's that, buddy?
I said the Head Foundation. Please give generously.
Yes, Head Foundation. Indeed. Which I'm not part of, J-Mo. So don't even go there again.
I was just looking it up on your LinkedIn, but.
Hey, Will, are you going to Hackmania, buddy?
Probably not. I would like to, but I think that might be a bridge too far for the Wilster.
Oh no! I know Ethan Ralph. What do you think about Ethan Ralph and Scarlett? That whole situation.
It's fantastic. Weren't they fighting
the odds
today?
of either one of them making it out without an arrest is going to be.
So he sent her out to go get him some Heinekens. She came back with Pabst Blue Ribbon, which is unacceptable for a lady to get you the wrong kind of beer. And when he was like, "What? Like, no, I don't want Pabst Blue Ribbon," she was like, "Yeah," like being a bitch about it. So I can understand now that. Mersh, you may not give Ice Dancer a black eye for wanting a fucking Nintendo Switch, but coming back with the wrong beer, now we're talking. Now we have a good reason to blacken those eyes, and we know Scarlett likes black anything. So
the problem is he was very clear. Like V said, let me get some Pepsican or something like that. She could be like, "Oh, did you say Paps or did you say Heineken?" But he clearly said, "Bring me some Heineken," and she brings back Pabst Blue Ribbon. There was a breakdown. Right. She either didn't care or she wasn't listening. And if it's both, well.
It is both. I mean, you've ran into her before. You know that she can't hear and listen. Like there's no, she might hear things, but her absorption of that is not, depending on where she's at in that day. She's like an elderly grandpa that's got like, you know, Alzheimer's or whatever. Like she sundowns, dude. If you get her too late in the day, like this is what, sorry, like you should have got here earlier.
I had a buddy in El Paso. His name was Randy, and he was just an old cowboy. And I think when I would hang out with him, he's in like his 50s. And sometimes I get off of work early. I'd sneak in for like an afternoon trash. You know how it goes. And he'd be there, and he'd be normal. And you can kind of talk to him like we're talking here. By about 3 o'clock, he's getting a little slurry. And about 5 o'clock, he's just another person. And I'm not talking about mean or wanting to fight. Like, he's talking to people that aren't there. He'll come up to you and just start talking to you. By 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, just, you know, another world. And it's a rinse and repeat every single day, but literally just turns into another human being after a few drinks. And I see that with Scarlett. Like, it sounds like when she wakes up, she may be groggy and stuff like that, just kind of getting back to normal. But whatever she's doing, I don't know.
Cocaine.
Whatever
it's
it is.
Withdrawal,
it's called Zanny bars.
It's
called uppers and downers. Uppers, downers, and alcohol all at the same time every day. That's
opioids are a motherfucker come down. You know?
As the day goes on, the crazier it gets. The less you can understand her. And that's kind of the way my buddy Randy was. But I knew he was partying, and that's, I don't know. That's what I see. I'm not a doctor.
You're using Randy as a euphemism for yourself, are you? I have a buddy with a problem. His name's Randy. Yeah, in quotation.
Randy's also does the news. He's and he's great.
Like sports.
He's a news guy. He had issues with that.
Shiny teeth.
It's always
Randy,
sunny.
Giant penis Randy is what they
Big
call
Dick
him.
Ryan.
Wow.
They call him Tripod Randy.
Big piece. Yeah, we like that shit.
So they say.
Are we getting some feedback now? Uh-oh. Who is that? I think you got YouTube on there. Maybe. You got a browser open somewhere?
Could be. I can turn them all off.
All right, I think it went away.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Something.
Oh yeah.
Something. All right. So how's it going over there with the Stuttering John crew, man? It seems like you and Stuttering John and the Rob Sauls of the world are doing your thing. Are you blossoming a new relationship with that crew?
They asked if I wanted to be the president of the Stuttering John fan club. And I was like, maybe, but I'm really busy, so can't at the moment. Oh man, it's a trip, that's for sure. I was interested in doing the story Friday on the representation situation where Shuli and Carl's attorney, Daniel Savalos, was messaging Bennett Susser in order to try to make contact to get this thing rolling, to set up these dates. And he was getting stonewalled. He wasn't getting any answers whatsoever. I spoke with Savalos actually earlier today at around 4 o'clock. And John had told me Friday that it was BS, that they were talking, they were communicating, that everybody was just posturing. But then he was like, don't tell anybody I told you this. An hour later, he's on his stream saying everything that he told me not to say. So that's one thing I get a little frustrated with John, because he's like, don't say this, and then he says it all. So like Mercado would tell me things, and then like later on it would kind of get let out slowly, that I understood. But now it's like everything he tells me, I know he's going to say in like 10 minutes. So that's kind of what I've been dealing with.
You know what you were just saying about Randy? I think John has a little Randy in him, if you know what I mean. And I'm not talking about big dick Randy part. Not that part. Not his dick. Kay Murph, apparently she's been watching the Rob Saul program because she knows that St. Bernards have the largest dongs. And of course, our boy Rob Saul would know and report that kind of information. So I'm sure that's where Kay Murph learned it from. The Rob Saul program. You were on the Rob Saul program. You probably learned some new facts about dog penises as well, right?
I did. I did try to suppress those memories, though. I let those go, and I don't think about it anymore.
Find out what dog breed is his favorite to jerk off.
Yeah, fireman. Yeah. But broadly seems look good. You know what I'm saying? Look a little lighter. He had said that every time he Googled his name, he saw something bad from the Dabbleverse, and that he was worried that his daughter was going to be seeing stuff. And that's really cool that, he decided to change his ways and things like that. But I don't think I'd come back to the Dabbleverse, though. It's going to be so
like some good stuff.
I think we all commend him for that. That's a great way of thinking, man. Drop the shit for your kids.
He looks refreshed, that's for sure. He looks way more Italian than he's ever looked.
Well, that's the tan.
Yeah.
The tan did that for him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even the great Chad Zumach down there, I think he's the one that called him out for going to rehab. And, even Chadley, I think he got a little jealous recently. Did you see that story? Him baking his Dewey?
Yeah, I saw that. I had a feeling that this was not the truth, if you will.
As it were, if you were like, there's no chance, because there's no way he would have gone this long. A, keeping it a secret, and B, somebody would have already been hot on that shit, boy. There's people that got like police scanners for everywhere he's at, I bet. Just laying in wait.
There are people that just listen to scanners. Call them scanner heads. Actually, they'll call us and let us know if we heard the crazy thing that they just heard, to make sure that we're still like in the game with them. Like, people do nothing but listen to scanners. It's wild. Like, that's a real thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Do we charge? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think we all kind of assumed the FKA Mammy thing was a little bit of a joke. And Chad Zumach. I saw this. Florida man refuses breathalyzer, says he identifies as sober. And it's Granny. Who would have ever guessed? Granny got pulled over and got a Dewey. Who knew?
3D chess, man.
But yeah,
he's gonna be on shed arrest.
So this is Chad today, of course.
DUI thing was bullshit. Okay, I don't care. It's whatever. Yeah, I lied. It's fine. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I lied. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, we know that, Chadley. Come on. If there's one thing we know about Chad. We don't even have to watch that much of his show to get this out of him. So interesting.
And no, I haven't been drinking. I stopped.
I'd clipped this and I was going to try to put it together, but I had to go to work. So like, seeing this makes me
online
back
meeting
and
at
forth
night
on his story. It's so wild
with a group of people.
Did you guys catch
it? Sure. I'm doing an online meeting at night with a group of people.
Ooh, I'm doing an online group at night. Somebody's doing Alcoholics Anonymous?
I doubt it, because they would have already been trying to get him to go into a program first.
A program?
They would have been all on his ass. You need to go get help. Like, you can't just show up here, dude.
I didn't watch that stream. Go ahead. Sorry.
He's not well on his way to becoming a sober human being already on his own. I thought he's been saying, I quit drinking, guys. I'm done. So I didn't think he needed help.
We know he's been drinking. We know he drank at the club that week that we saw his shit. Like, we know because Sparks seen him drink. Like, what are we doing? Right? Like,
that's right. They were hanging out with their buddies. They got pictures taken.
Yeah, he was boozed up, you know.
That's funny. This This all sucks. That's Granny right there. Granny doesn't like being accused of the Dewey guy. Oh no, Florida man. Florida man.
Granny?
He's down. Yeah, that's right. I did think it was funny though. I think Chad was jealous that Rob Saul's getting accolades for quitting drinking and changing his ways. And then Chad had to come out and be like, "Oh, I go to AA meetings at nighttime. I don't know if you guys heard about this." Oh.
It's like when a fat lady joins Weight Watchers and does just shut up the first week about points. Like, we got it. We got it. How many points?
Did you hear the rest of the stream?
I didn't listen.
I heard some of it, but not all of it.
The more that stream went on, basically Aaron has been in touch with Chad and has been sending him Bible verses and trying to bring him towards the Lord. Like the main God is inside of Aaron. I'm liking this new holy Aaron.
He does serve the main God, as he said.
The main God, baby.
Well, Aaron, that's not the only. We were talking about Brian Landon. I don't know if you have any thoughts on Brian Landon getting struck by Moody a few days back.
Okay, so like I kind of have I think it's a funny story. Like if you guys know, I put my basic training AIT video up on my YouTube page, right, of Mossy Clips. It's like years ago, and it's from like 1988 or some bullshit like that. And like on your channel, it tells you who has like used your stuff. I was like using any of your videos, and like it'll give you a link to that video and stuff like that. And somebody literally from like the very beginning, like where you press play, because it's a VHS, so you see the play, it's blue, and then the video starts, and then it ends at the end of the video. So like that dude literally ripped my whole video and uploaded it. And I was like, hey man, like I don't mind that you take the video and stuff like that. Just give me a shout out and like get like a link back to my channel at least. And the dude wrote, "No problem, Will. Shout out Will Herren." And I was like, all right, motherfucker. Like, he didn't understand, but I see he tried to give me a shout out. So I'm not going to strike the guy. You know what I'm saying? Brian Landon did that, like what that dude did to me, and like took the whole video like from Moody. And him and Moody had a problem with each other. So I can see why, piss on you. If I had the opportunity to take a shot, I'm gonna. But that kind of goes against what all we do. And then as a clipper, you'll probably never see me ever strike anybody because, that'd be wildly hypocritical,
Yeah, it's problematic every time. Now, so you said basic training. So you were in the service, Will, is that right? Mm-hmm. Oh, so glad you're here. What a night. What a night. So you're familiar with Mersh's, I hate to segue if that's.
No, we were going to segue back to what he was talking about. We can get to that if he still has time at the end of that.
I've heard nothing of Mersh stuff. I've heard like maybe some little pieces of it, so it'll all be new to me.
Oh, but, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be real pleased with this one. Don't worry.
Yeah, if you have to hang out with us and watch that, I think you'll be real happy with Mersh. He is a scummo baggo.
Oh no,
is what it is. But okay, so back to the lawyer issue. So John has got in touch with the susser.
So, I don't know if John has spoken with Bennett Susser. Guy's got two last names. Anyways, so John said he did speak with him the week before last when I spoke with him on Friday. Savalos told me today that Bennett Susser called him on Friday after the court paperwork had been uploaded into the system, and then the court, showed that they had received a letter from Savalos and his partners. That being said, I don't know if John has spoken to him since. I had kind of asked, like, if there's any communication. John said no, but I never really know with John with some of these things. But everything John told me not to say, he had said, like later on that they had been communicating. This is all posturing and like anything else. So I don't think John's hiding anything or keeping anything. There has to be some sort of retainer going on if he is still responding officially, which he did. So,
and okay, so how about the letter?
Give you the facts. I can't give you an answer. If that makes sense.
And also the other thing is like Tabor Benedict is trying to get back pay from John. Was that letter real? The letter to John, or
nothing's been put out. That's right. So what I've heard people say is that looks fake, and it could be fakes. It can be fake. I don't think anybody found that in the court documents themselves, where you could actually go back and see that it was filed. If it had been, you'd see it immediately. So it could be. I don't know for.
I mean, I thought it looked fake, but it was pretty good also. But
and you would be able to find
possible.
In this situation with John, who knows? But John told me that he doesn't work with Tabber Benedict. He's working again with this Susser Bennett. So
yeah, I know, but he originally had started with the Tabber Benedict guy. So and he changed.
And they never communicated with me.
And I thought Tabber was saying that he quit working with John because he wasn't getting paid, right? In the first place. Wasn't that like the rumor mill when that had happened in the first place?
That's definitely in the scuttlebutt, but I never got any confirmation from Tabber or his fellow guy whatsoever. You know who did communicate with me? And I've already said this, Savalos, Dennis Savalos. When I called him, I was expecting to get the answering machine or to get the ring around where press this number to talk to this person, blah, blah, blah. Man, it went right to his cell phone. He picked up immediately, and I'm like, whoa. So I started talking to him, and like I didn't even have questions really ready at the moment. And so I just, set up to where I could talk to him a little bit later. And he did. Once he knew who I was and that I really was a journalist, and I kind of told him who I worked for, who I was with, and he can go back and find out what I do. So once he knew we were real, he was like, you know what? Don't call me Mr. Savalas. Just call me Danny. I was like, okay. Like, yeah, he's real cool and easy to talk to. He seems pretty down to earth. He's really against what John is doing, and he does see that this is a slap situation, and he wants to protect small time creators as well. He did give me a long statement. Well, I'm sorry, not a long statement, but he gave me more than what I had posted on Twitter. I went to start writing, but the story kind of changes before I write. Like, for instance, they didn't tell me that Savalos had communicated with Susser. Luckily, I called Danny today to make sure that, I wasn't printing something incorrect. And so I pulled back and I didn't keep writing. So, we'll know as it goes.
So John is in contact. All the lawyers have been in contact. That is all confirmed.
Officially, Savalos received a phone call from Susser Bennett.
Okay. That's pretty much what the court was waiting for. Some contact.
Savalos was
confirmed. Was that ever confirmed through the court? There was no contact.
So Savalos was looking to get confirmation from Susser Bennett that they were representing John, and then he put out that letter to the court. The court received it, put it out saying that they received this letter from Daniel Savalos. That day, that Friday, which was last Friday, Susser Bennett, God damn it, I keep saying it backwards, Bennett Susser did telephone Daniel Savalos. Now, what went on in that conversation I wasn't privy to, but
there was contact though.
Yes.
So I mean, we
contact.
Can't confirm that. Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
That's what the whole scuttlebutt was about, right?
Right,
Exactly.
they had dropped each other. So apparently they have it.
Good.
And I hate to answer stuff like that in such a long way, but I just cannot say that is what took place other than
definitively. I'm saying, I'm putting words in your mouth. I'm paraphrasing. So that's I'll do it for you.
So who's winning? Tell us that, Will.
Who's winning?
Who's winning right now? You got $1,000. You got to pick a winner right now.
Oh man, I would say Savalos because he seems like a bulldog and he's all about this. But you know what? You never gotta forget about old money. And Bennett Susser, it seems like he's not new to this. Him and Jardine and Salmon, they seem to have been around for a while. So I would like to know the logistics of this.
So you're picking Carl in the gang, or are you picking?
I'm going to pick Carl in the gang because I'm a gambler.
Okay.
But smart money would probably go the other direction. When I spoke with John 2 weeks ago and I interviewed him, this was recorded. He knew that I was recording. He did say that he made $9,000 last month on YouTube alone. So if he's pulling in $9,000 a month, being insulted $2 at a time, I mean, that's not terrible money. That would pay for a lawsuit, but you wouldn't have much to do on.
Right. So As far as the venue being moved to Rochester, that doesn't seem to be an issue for John's lawyer being out of Manhattan.
No, they don't want that at all. They want to stay in New York there where they know the judges and they have everything under their
feet. They had to change the venue already, right? The venue did get changed.
I believe Monroe is where it's going to be there in New York, the Rochester, Monroe County, something like that.
Yeah, Monroe.
Right. Yeah, so that's going to cost a lot of extra money, right, for the lawyer to be constantly going out there and getting hotel rooms and staying out there and not dealing with his other clients while he's gone. It seems like a real pain in the. I figured that the reason that they weren't in contact is because John was having to get another lawyer that was all the way out like in Rochester, so it would be more convenient for whatever lawyer he could find. But that does not, from what you just said, that's not the case. So I was incorrect. That was my guess at why it was taking so long to figure out why there was no communication, etc.
Yeah, I don't think they were wanting to communicate, and it could be a situation where they could just want to drag this thing out until it gets let go or something like that. But I don't think John is going to let that happen. He wants blood.
Okay, and as far as the slap goes, not only you're not just picking Carl and Shuley, right? You're saying that most likely John's going to end up having to pay for everybody's lawyers. Like, would you bet on that part of it?
You know what? Let me read you the comment that he sent me. Give me 1 second, and then I'll use. This would be Daniel Savalas. This is the gentleman who is representing Carl and Shuley.
Okay, we're getting a quote here on BYB. Yeah. Exclusive.
Yeah,
pew, 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 pew. Get your titties out of here, dude. What are you, Ava?
Sorry.
Look at this guy showing off his chest, trying to make the ladies hot. Look at him.
That was mommy.
How funny would it be if there was like a guy in like a leather gimp suit just tied up in the corner over there. He's like, oops.
I could play this while you're doing that too.
Yeah, let's vamp.
Yeah. But I still think getting on this issue of what's his name, Vegas beer sales, Jerry, his affidavit. Yeah, I feel like that issue should be just brought up in their motion argument practice. For the motion. Yeah, it just seems kind of weird because that has to do with his credibility. So putting it in this sort of weird letter directly to the judge seems a little out of place to me.
I do agree that a judge might find this to be too aggressive. So this was actually brought up in some of the defense motions. The identical affidavits was brought up in the defense motions. So these points are actually discussed within the lawsuit itself. I believe that the reason that this was put into this letter, or at least to me, it seems like the reason that this was put into this letter is specifically because this new video had come to light where Vegas Beer Sales Jerry specifically states, I signed whatever affidavit the lawyer gave me. And that is concerning. And that makes for a very non-credible witness. And we talked about the lovely Lickum Lisa before with the Afro Man case. I feel like Vegas Beer Sales Jerry is kind of that in this scenario where we're saying we don't necessarily have a credible witness. And do I think that Danny's tactic on bringing this information to the judge was perfect? I think it was a risky tactic. I will say that. I think that sending it in a letter is a little bit peculiar. But he obviously thought that this was important information for the judge to see. And because it was a newer revelation, he wanted to get it under the judge.
Yeah, exactly. So this was all sent to the judge very recently after it was discovered that all 5 affidavits were identically the same. And then Beer Sales Jerry went on Stuttering John's show and said, they sent me this paperwork to sign. That was signing up on the affidavit, proving that this is what had happened, which is wild that he admitted that on Stuttering John's show. And I don't even know. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that he popped on there So this is kind of more recent. But Vegas Beer Sales Jerry popping on there and giving out that is very dumb that he would have that revelation on a podcast, knowing that every single thing he says on that show is being watched. Pretty wild. Before you read your statement there or your DM,
I got a statement from Beer Sales Jerry. That's why I was trying to jump in there. I didn't mean to cut you off. I had talked to Jerry Friday as well when he was mentioned in the actual paperwork. So he gave me a long statement, and John said I could use that statement. But did you want to go on and then I'll read that later, or did you? What would you like?
What did the attorney say? That's kind of what I was interested in. The attorney, what was his quote? Because that was kind of the question at hand.
What? You want me to go there first?
We could go with the video we just played so people don't forget what that's about. We'll go into that. Yeah, so with Vegas Beer Sales Jerry just signing on, like, what did the lawyer say about that? Did you get information on that?
No, we didn't get into Beer Sales Jerry when I was speaking with him yet. I was just trying to make sure they were still in contact with each other. I hadn't sat down to
I get that. No, this is the other part I was playing, and obviously you know this clip because it's your clip. I was literally playing your clip just now, so I know you've seen
$5. Steel Toe said $5 every time you use a clipper.
No, I don't follow his rule. I don't follow any of his rules.
For my money, paid him in. So I reached out to Jerry about this. I was like, "Oh, what do you think about this? You've been mentioned in it." John said that whatever you say that I can use as a quote. Do you want me to go into it now, Quat?
Yeah.
All right. So I said, "Hey, man, am I crazy or did I just see that you got brought up in a court document regarding John's lawsuit?" And so this is what John said I could use, and this is what Jerry said. You could be crazy, but they did bring me up in a court document. John's lawyer, Tabber, wanted to file statements from people who knew John to say if they knew that John didn't know that he was being recorded by Kate Mimi the second time. Tabber got 5 witnesses and wrote out the document. I read the one sent to me, and it basically said that I was in frequent contact with John during that period. I personally knew that he didn't know that he was being recorded. That was true. John had no idea he made that video to save face. But that video wasn't the truth. That video isn't under oath, and it isn't illegal to lie on YouTube. I know John didn't know that he was being recorded because I found out about the recordings on 12/31/24. So December 31st, 2024. And I'm the one who told John about them. He was shocked. The document I signed was the truth. Just because Tabber wrote it out doesn't make it untrue. Tabber wasn't smart to send the same words to 5 people, but what I signed was true.
But okay, so you probably know about affidavits, right? Like typically, aren't you filling out like a statement yourself and signing it as an affidavit that it's your words and your thoughts that you're signing on to? Isn't that typically? I guess I'm asking. You're not a lawyer, but
thank you. I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah, I don't know if you have insight to
an
that.
affidavit is what somebody is writing down officially. That is their thought. That is what they're saying, and they're writing it down in an official form. That's what an affidavit in my book as well is.
Yeah, not someone else sending you like a script and you signing off on it. Like, oh yeah, that sounds good. It just seems very dumb. Possibly could get this whole thing thrown out. Right?
So I think I think it's all over the place, man. I can't believe that the lawyers weren't communicating. Like that doesn't make sense to me either. But sometimes lawyers do that. I've seen that before. Aaron's lawyers are doing that. You know, they pulled that with Nick and Melton. So it obviously is a tactic of stalling. But in their case, it was to run out the time on the HRO, I believe. This. The only people that make money in this are the lawyers if you drag it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want a judgment. This is civil. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not playing with the law. Well, we're not playing with that part of the law. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like jail part.
Criminal. Yeah, not criminal.
We're doing civil. Right. Lawyers make all the money.
So was that, maybe I misunderstood what you were saying, JMO. Were we both saying the same fucking thing about reading? Yeah. I think I was confused maybe on what you were saying. That's the only DM that you got that you can read, or did you have something else from a lawyer about that specific?
No, well, he didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't ask him directly about beer sales, Jerry.
Yeah,
but I did ask him about possibly giving me a statement on what's going on with this kind of stuff. Well, you know what? I'll give you what I wrote him. Thank you for the statement. I actually spoke with Melinda's over the phone a couple hours ago. He's going with no comment that we spoke on the record in Vegas. Beer Sales Jerry gave me a comment that John said is fine to quote. And then I told him when my hit times were going to be and when I needed a basic deadline. So this is from CNW, Danny Savalos, and Savalos is one of the attorneys. Hi, Will. Good talking to you. Here's my statement below. Thank you. We're looking forward to addressing these claims through the court process in Monroe County and letting the facts come out. Carl and Shuley take this matter seriously and are prepared to see this case through to the end. I couldn't ask for better clients to work with. And then he quoted, New York anti-SLAPP law is an important protection for free expression, especially for content creators and commentators on matters of public interest. The law reflects a clear policy that the legal system shouldn't abuse just to chill lawful anti-speech. Anti-SLAPP laws prohibit meritless lawsuits filed just to place financial pressure on innocent broadcasters. Fortunately, New York's anti-SLAPP law goes further by empowering courts to impose real financial consequences for litigants who file these frivolous lawsuits. Those protections are critical for content creators all over the state of New York. And
that's why they wanted it moved.
What stays
that's
in
the
New
thing
York?
without saying it.
Yeah.
Now that it's in New York, it's under the
the New York anti-SLAPP law.
Which they do have a pretty good anti-SLAPP law. New York has weird laws that are actually pretty beneficial to people, but there are also a lot of shit ones there.
Yeah, unless you want a gun.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works. They've got some real oddball ones. Like I didn't know. I would have assumed that the incident that happened at Rodney's, where a gentleman's glasses fell off his head, would have been a much bigger deal. But come to find out, like New York is like real particular about people like getting up in your face, and then you can just give them a warning or whatever. Or I don't even know the rule. I wouldn't even begin to try and describe it.
I hear you. So to me, if you touch something I'm holding, that's an actual assault. That's what I was trained on. That's what I learned in journalism school. That's what when I dealt with the police. I've had people knock things out of my hands. I don't want anybody to get like jammed up over something. Like a kid, I'm not going to put in jail for knocking my camera down or something. But like an adult that's crazy, they may need to learn a lesson. So I know that if you touch me in any way, if you touch the camera in my hand, that is considered an assault.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay.
Unless that person's a cop.
I think most states that is kind of the rule. Like
right.
You can get up close to somebody's face and there's nothing they can do about it. And the second you grab their shit, you're going to get charged for it. I guarantee that's how it works. That's how it works in Oregon. Because I've seen the Antifa and the journalist kind of stuff going on. And it's like the second you touch them or their stuff, you get arrested instantly. Like there is no messing around. So whatever the law in New York is, have at it. It's all good.
I tell you what, you do not want to go to that jail there. You don't want to go to Rikers. That seems like not.
No.
If you look like any one of us, it's not going to go well. Nope.
Exactly. All right. So you're going to be writing up
the nunchuck guy, Kenyatta, isn't he still there at Rikers?
Apparently.
Probably, yeah.
He's still I think he was up for getting released and something they weren't going to let him out. So he's still in there.
That's a fucking shithole.
He should be getting out sometime this year though. I can't imagine they'll hold him much longer.
Probably if he got sentenced to more than a year, then he had to go to a prison then. He probably got sent upstate.
I don't think he did. I think he was at Rikers the whole freaking time so far.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Because if you don't go to court or if you're waiting on court, that's where you got to be.
Yeah.
So
sure.
It's like,
the cooler.
Unless you're in the federal system, then you go to that fancy Manhattan one, which I hear is worse, but I don't know.
Oh, the one where Epstein didn't make it out of?
Diddy and all them go. But they have their own little floor or whatever. But yeah.
Right. Yeah. Did he? Exactly. So you're going to be writing up a new news story. You actually aren't only going to be getting just Stuttering John's side of it this time.
I always get this side. What do you mean by that?
Will.
I'm saying you're going to be getting everybody's side on this one. Like last time, you pretty much on the Rodney thing, you kind of only got John for comment for the most part. So that was pretty much like he owned that story, which is kind of funny. I was just reading that today. And
you did see that I tried to reach out to Cumia, and then I also tried to reach out to CJ, and you tried to help me with CJ. So you know I wasn't just giving John the ball.
I do know that for a fact. That is a fact.
You might not know that you're real.
And I helped you get a hold of Stuttering John too. So there you go. I was trying to help you along with all of those. Stuttering John's the only one that coalesced with you there or gave you the story. So, but yeah, I was just reading that today, and I was like, Jesus, John, he sounds like such a goofball on that fucking story.
But you notice everything was John said this, John said that. It wasn't. Yeah,
of course. Yeah. Yeah, John, like I'm telling you, Will, it's like I am the tiger at that point. I just wanted you to know, he talked tough for the last month. Now back it up. These guys are all keyboard warriors. They don't understand I'm a real tough guy. Stuttering John told news director Will Herren. Why only sports director? Oh, you could branch out, buddy. You're more than just a sports guy now.
So I gotta come up with different things or different ways to call myself, like News 15, Herren, sports director Herren, sports director Will Herren. So it isn't just Will, or you know what I mean?
Action News Herren.
Yeah, anything.
Action News, dude, because sports is action, right?
Sure. Yeah, I do weather as well. MJ knows that. MJ makes fun of me constantly for that.
Yeah, I mean that is a funny thing to do. That's for girls, dude.
Weather rocks, man. But it is
for the ladies.
There's plenty of male weather guys. Stop it.
It was designed specifically for beautiful blonde women to be up there with their bosoms showing and to present the weather. It was not designed for people like me or Will or you, for sure not you, because you're a mangled mess. Could you imagine you trying to reach the
stop.
You need a ramp.
Looking over there.
Yeah.
You, J-Mo. Fuck
You'd have to have a little laser pointer, and you're all,
laser pointer. That's what laser pointers are made for. People like me.
They would never ask you to film.
Morning weather there at ABC 7. Did I ever tell you about the drunk guy that would call in?
No, that sounds fun, though.
So every morning at like 5:30, this drunk dude would call in and be like, hey, you fat fuck, you dumb fat son of a bitch. Get the hell out of the screen, you fat ass. And like,
that's rude, dude.
First time, like, I was like, all right, this weird, not hang up it. Second time, all right, whatever. Third time, meet me outside the parking lot. We're at 4337 Executive Drive. I'll be there right now. Right now. You know what I'm saying?
On the fat scale in Louisiana, dude, Louisiana's so fat, dude. There's no way you're the fat guy. Like, there's got to be at least 6 other fat people in that studio at any given moment.
I would assume. I've seen people out of Louisiana. I don't think you're the fattest.
This was in El Paso.
Oh,
El Paso is even worse.
You got all the Mexicans are fats.
Texas is like, trust me, I live here. Texas is rough. A lot of gorditas.
Yeah. Oh, he had my number, man. He'd call up and I get so mad. I'd be like, why are you patching him through to the weather room? You know, whoever calls at 5:30 will trash is this dude. And they would still just send him on through. So I'm like, and I hang up the phone. I go on, it's going to be 38 degrees, you cocksuckers. Good story.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to get back to this real quick so I can move on and get it off the screen. But yeah, so as you can see there, 90s Star Search contestant Kevin Brennan, instead of fighting, sent his +1. Are you trying to say that Stevie Lou and Kevin Brennan are banging? Is that what you're getting at here?
My Uncle Kevin's gonna be pissed, dude.
KB did say that I was having sex with my boss, so fair, he can say
fair.
that, and I can say this, right?
Absolutely.
I did like that too. He sent his +1 out to the sidewalk area to meet Melendez outside. John said to the brute, Stevie Lou the brute. This is great, dude. I had really
Stevie.
I had really read it to the point where I was like breaking it down till today. I was just looking at it and like, what the fuck? He's really going after everybody on this one. What the hell's going on here? Do you want to throw hands? I love it. All right.
Stevie Lou is literally not even, he doesn't even get the name mentioned. He's just the brute. We just happen to all know
he's plus one brute. Even
plus
worse.
One brute, yeah.
When I get mad at you, I don't say your name. I don't want your name in it.
Hell yeah, dude. I like that. Fuck yeah, be petty. Funny. It's your fucking story.
You guys make fun of me when I stood up for Stevie Lou. I was like, I like Steve. He's my friend, blah, blah, blah. And then he stabbed me in the back. And then you guys were
told you. I told you. You deserved it, man. I told you that was good.
I was trying to get Stevie Lou on that show with you. I was like, send him the link. Send him the link.
You don't want
that. Well, send it.
You got something to look forward to. Eventually, you'll be on Hughesy's show, and Stevie Lou will pop on out of nowhere. Trust me, it's coming your way.
Me a link. Hughes has never invited me on a show.
What a pussy!
I said, very disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
I don't even think like Stevie Lou. I mean, what is he going to be mad at me for at this point? I guess just because I'm on a show with you. Yeah.
He doesn't need much of a reason. Trust me. Yeah, I was on a show with Ski Mask. That was my sin. So yeah, it'll be something trivial like that. Reverend Rage, thank you, Rev. Pay-per-view, stuttering John voice. Huh?
No, go ahead, honey. Sorry, I didn't know you were talking.
Reverend Rage, $2. Yeah, I know you're voice blind. Pay-per-view.
Said you.
Stuttering John voice. No written consent. Stuttering John win?
Could be. What's that? Better than the old money.
No
know anything about it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I think what he's trying to say is charging money for an event with his likeness is probably the biggest problem, right? Which also, like Vince the lawyer, when he tricked, who did he trick? Was it Shuley or Carl? One of the two, into admitting that putting it behind a paywall made a difference. I think it was Shuley, right? Yeah, it was Shuley.
Yeah, it was Shuley. But I mean, I don't really know anything about those laws. Weren't they trying to say it was parody law or something like that? Or
well, also another thing too, where was it recorded and who recorded what? Because I think here in Louisiana, it's one-party consent. So I don't have to tell you if I'm recording you. If it's two-party, I have to tell you.
It's a two-party consent, yeah.
Yeah, but right, one state is going to sue the other state. Like that's where the problem kind of lies. Like if she was in Cali when they made the recording, or if she was in Florida or something like that, who is the one in charge? Will it be New York? What's the recording law in New York?
I think he's in Florida. He's in Florida or California. She's always in New York. I do believe that's how it works.
So he was in one of those states. So it depends on what the law was at one of those states. And New York's.
And New York's. And like you said, how do two jurisdictions figure out like which state is in control of that?
Especially when the thing is in New York.
Right. So it'll be interesting.
That's what they think. That's where they got it on and had the butt sex or whatever. The cocaine butt sex. Fuck yeah.
As long as they don't take away the Clippers, that's all I care about. Y'all fight it out.
Yeah, Clippers. Don't blame the Clippers. Leave the Clippers out of that.
You have to say Kevin is the greatest of all time before every clip, or he'll strike you.
I don't think that's a rule necessarily. Maybe it's his own personal rule, but
I haven't clipped him since.
You're number one. You got to say something in his voice, like, "Huh? What?" I
thought about clipping that and then just playing that right before the clip, and then be like, "Hey, you know what you said is what you heard, right?"
Very possibly. Filet Fish gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. Thank you.
Right. What's up with Mersh now? He hates veterans. He hates me. He wants me to die. Him too.
Veterans. Long clip. I think we can get through it. It's like a 15-minute clip. We don't have to watch the whole thing. I actually pulled some timestamps, so we don't have to suffer through an entire exhausting Mersh. Oh, let me tell you about this. But yeah, he does seem to hate America and mostly veterans.
Your audio is shit, dude. We can't hear anything you're saying.
Yeah, you're in a fishbowl.
It's bad. We can't hear you.
Okay, starting over. Okay. as we know, Mersh is very full of himself, and yes, he made this whole like 15-minute clip. We don't have to watch the entire thing; it's insufferable, as most Mersh clips are insufferable because he really likes to smell his own farts. Like I'm Mersh, and I why is he so un-American? Why does he hate the veterans?
Because he's marinating in edgelordism. I mean,
it's a good examination into maybe what makes him tick, and I don't know, like what would make someone hate veterans? Like, why would you be so salty about a veteran? Maybe because they did probably their life, that they were willing to give up their freedoms. That they're willing to get up off their asses, maybe. I don't really know why he hates the veterans so much, but I found it very interesting when I saw that. I already have enough problems with all of Mersh's takes, so for this one to really annoy me didn't take much, but I stand with the veterans.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Claude.
He's trying to conflate. It feels like he's trying to conflate an anti-war take into fuck every veteran ever, which is a really dumb, retarded take. Like, I don't understand that.
Worst. And Will, you said you served?
Yeah. See all those pictures behind me?
Okay. Kind of
Yeah.
see him. What were you? What branch?
I was in the Army. I was an infantryman. I used to do air assault. So we would like jump out of helicopters on ropes. And then like slide down and then go. Pew, pew.
Okay.
I rode a lot of helicopters.
This is gonna probably annoy you, but
Will, shout out to Chaka John. Still on the screen, Chaka John.
Oh, Chaka John. Yeah.
Yeah. She talks shit about me, but she's cool.
Just like everybody else in the Dabbleverse, they talk shit about us, but they're actually probably not shitty people.
Yeah. Shout out Chaka John.
If I had to guess, like Mersh probably got beat up by a veteran or some girl that he was really into was into a dude in the military. That's my.
Did I tell you the time I got in a fight with a veteran?
You got into a fight with a veteran.
Yeah. So this is like 2000.
Veteran crime.
Yeah, 2012, 2013. Like I had been out for like 10 years and stuff like that. Like I wasn't in bad shape. I was still doing athletics. I was playing sports. So I was pretty strong. I worked out a lot. Fucking me and this like veteran, like he just got back from war. He was like a jiu-jitsu Brazilian master. I knew none of this. And so like we got to jawing at each other and like I wasn't even like talking to him. He walked by, he said some trash. I talked some trash back. I looked over and then bow, he popped me. So I was like, oh, now we're fighting. So like we were fighting good. And like I was wearing Crocs, like sandals. So that didn't go well. And it was raining.
Not combat ready.
Wasn't combat ready at all. So like it's very hard to like use your feet to pivot when you're on your back or when you're rolling and stuff like that. This dude like gets me in a chokehold and like there's nothing I can do. Like I'm starting to see black. Like it's starting to like, go night-night. So I'm like, all right, we're done. And my buddy comes up because he sees me on the ground and he has his foot up right above the guy's head. And he goes, if you don't let go, I'm going to stomp in your fucking brain. And the guy lets go. And like, yeah, that was my story.
Good timing, sounds like.
Good timing, yeah. But I did not know this dude was like, third degree Chuck Norris fucking shit,
Yeah, I feel like something similar probably happened to Mersh. Yeah, something similar.
So you served, but you're not a veteran per se.
I didn't go to war. No, I did not get deployed. I missed September 11th by like months. Yeah.
Well, you got out just in time. Somebody knew.
Bill knew. You're exactly the kind of guy Mersh is talking about. But not all veterans, indeed. Page. The reason Stuttering John is all smiles and Carl and Shuley are angry. Shuley can't even hide his bitterness, and it's all about the lawsuit. Stuttering John got them by the balls. Biggest win.
Could be, man.
We'll find out sooner than later, Rev Rage. I mean, this one. Will, do you think this is going to take a long time to parse out? That
yeah, of course. All these things do.
Through the system, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take forever. It'll take a couple years. Shit sucks.
Especially considering his side seems to be wanting to drag it out forever, right?
They don't want to communicate already. Yeah. This thing just got started. They're still not talking. Come on. Right. Until the judge, this guy's not talking to me. I hate news. This shit, it takes for there's no finality. Sports, it ends. This shit, you'll never know.
Open-ended, yeah.
And even if you win, you can go right back and like appeal a decision. Like there's all kinds of other routes to go. You can
even if you win the slap, you still could possibly have to pay, or you got to pay him while you're waiting for the judgment. And then what if John doesn't have money to pay for the thing? You know, like
or pretend like he doesn't have money. Even then, right? Just hiding his money, like in his mom's accounts, or like moving shit around. So, like, apparently he's done that before with his house that he put it in his mom's name, like that.
Somebody's gonna be living in a van down by the river soon. Long story short, at the rate this is possible, you know, just lawyer fees alone are probably going to be astronomical. Yeah.
And it's just like the same thing Aaron's doing, right? With his HRO. He just keeps stretching that fucking thing out. Like it's really almost to the point where Rekieta and Melton should just drop the fucking thing and move on, because it'll be over by the time they win.
They won't.
It's only good for a year, right? Or is it 2 years?
Once you get to the civil stuff, that's where it's going to get fun.
Yeah, they're waiting. They're waiting. I feel it's only going to get, because once the tide turns, it's going to be a big tide, because I get the impression that Nick Rekieta is petty and doesn't let things go.
There's not a lot to do up in Minnesota. I've talked to this dude for hours about things, and I'm just like, damn, it's got to suck to be in Minnesota, because why, A, talking to me, I'm a loser. B, like, damn, you're in Minnesota, man, that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Man, you're sober. You're sober. You can't even party. Like, oh.
And no wonder he was poor guy. No wonder he was making a crank house over there. He was bored as hell. He's trying to get new pussy and some feeling.
And he got it.
yeah, he did it. He really did.
That's one thing. That's one thing you can say about Rekieta, though, right? He has seemed to have changed his ways, gotten sober, started caring about his fam, or maybe he always cared about the fam, but whatever. He's making it work. He's not getting in trouble, so he's doing something right.
It's good to see him working, man. Good to see him streaming. I like it when I pop on and see that he's streaming. It's wild. It's like all hours of the day and night. You never know. But that makes me feel good. It's like, hell yeah, man. Get on that horse and go. Get back.
All right, here we go. We're here with the servicemen. You never served, right, GMO?
No.
All right. Well, Will Herren's our on scene reporter and serviceman.
So Tim here is mad. I'll give you the background on Tim. Tim here is mad because I posted a thing on Twitter, as is my First Amendment right, expressing my dismay over the war in Iran, what it's doing to the economy, what it's doing to basically our entire, this entire run. Oh, here it is. Look, this is all I did. All I did was post a video with a joke. It wasn't even a serious post. All I said was, even the Las Vegas sphere is against the war in Iran. Did you guys see this video? Check this video out. Let me show you this. So these are fighter jets. These are fighter jets.
Hey, did you guys know that those are fighter jets? Did you guys?
No, dude. Are those fighter jets?
I thought that was a cheeseburger.
Does Mersh have a girlfriend, by the way? I don't know if you guys know the answer to that.
He may or may not have a girlfriend. Indeed. Hey, those are jets too, by the way. And he has a girlfriend. So we got those two things out of the way.
She's got a reason to wear those sunglasses.
Did you know the Las Vegas sphere is in Las Vegas? Well,
right.
I've never seen it in real life. I've seen the ocean. I've never seen the sphere.
Yeah, I've never seen the sphere in real life either, but I'm about to. At Hackamania, use homo code JT. Fuck yeah. And we're going to hang out with Scarlett and our buddy Ethan Ralph too. So very interesting weekend it should be. It's cracked up.
Don't do drugs around him if you don't want everybody to find out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sphere to be like the Sphere just does random shit all day when there's no advertising. So, and the emojis is pretty common. And then just for fighter jets to be landing, for that thing to kick on at just the right moment, and then for somebody to be there filming it, unbelievable.
What?
So I posted, even the Las Vegas Sphere is against the war in Iran. And then here's Tim 422.
Speaking of which, I mean, that video that he's referencing is a super old video. I've seen it forever ago. He's a knucklehead. So the Sphere isn't frowning on jet airplanes landing because of Iran. So, all right, well, let's just get that out of the way.
Real quick. So I saw this meme that he posted and was talking about, but I didn't get it either. Like, it looked like it was just kind of looking around and smiling and frowning. Like, it didn't look like it was frowning at the jet. It just looked like it was looking around. Like,
yeah,
did I miss it?
No. I mean, I didn't even want to play it because I don't even give a fuck because the meme
Mersh
was
is a simpleton.
stupid.
Long story short.
Yeah, and
very
the
dumb.
Sphere looked over maybe at the Jets with its little eyeballs and whatever. It wasn't even worth playing. And it's an old meme from a year or two ago. So I've seen this forever ago. It's not even. It's stupid.
So real quick, so you guys are gonna get mad. I like Mersh. He's always been nice to me. He's been my friend.
We won't be mad.
Stay tuned.
I don't care who other people like.
You'll be disappointed in me later when he turns on me.
We'll laugh at you and say, "I told you." We'll say, "I told you so." Told you so. Told us so.
We'll remember this.
We will.
The Iran war.
He will backstab you. I mean, that is his MO. You realize that, right?
I'm surprised he hasn't already, because you're on here, because that's a problem. Like, that's a problem. This is ground zero for.
But Will's been on here a bunch of times, so
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised he hasn't already had an issue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe
combat vet. Let's go. Free the people of Iran. Stay home, Mersh. Plenty of men and women that will take your place. Stay home, keyboard warrior. He keeps saying stay home and keep. Oh, I guess he's saying keyboard warrior as a verb. Like, I am to stay home and keyboard warrior. Not very good English. And then Tim got mad at my response, which basically I pointed out that old Timmy here just basically killed kids to achieve the goals of the central banks in Israel. People are waking up. Veterans should be ostracized. Timmy boy, you sound retarded. I get it. You're a combat vet. Thank you for your service. And also, fuck you for your service. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Mersh, no.
You know that.
Yeah, I know. This is a wild take. What were you calling it, JMO? An edgelord take?
Oh, boy. He's edgelording his dick off right now. Mersh was never an option for the military. He was always too fat. He was always too slow. His eye doesn't go straight. They won't let him go, like, literally.
Rejected. Yeah, they put the stamp of rejection right on his forehead when he went into MEPS to sign up or enlist. He's like,
the legitimate ability for him to actually do the thing is already off the table. He was never going to be an option. He was never a viable option. He was always not going to be able to. So
I had a friend that once said,
but this is a wild take. It doesn't make any sense to flat out just basically, because as you can see, he's getting more mad, and now he's saying, well, fuck veterans. And it's like, well, okay, you could say like the war is shit, like no good or whatever, but like, what are we doing? Oh, they're baby killers now? Like, yeah, we know, but it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah. They will. You had a friend that what?
He didn't serve, and he served his country best by not serving. Some people serve greater by not signing up. You know what I'm saying? And it's smart that you know that. Like, everybody shouldn't have to join the military. It shouldn't have to be done. But it's a volunteer army, man.
So so they don't have to carry you out of a combat zone because you're a fat loser like Mersh, like that.
Yeah, you're when he did cocaine. I mean, but
you're generally not fat. You shouldn't be, at least.
Oh, buddy.
Right. Well, I could see somebody like Mersh. He grew up playing army men with his buddies in the neighborhood, and he always thought like, "Oh, I'm gonna grow up and be an army boy." And then he turned 18 and realized like, "Oh, they don't take guys like me. Oh shit, And he's ever since that day, you know how projection works. So he's projecting on Tim 422, who is a actual someone that should be shouted out for serving.
Same with Hobo Chili Pepper. He's a vet as well. Hobo Chili Pepper will jack your world up, man. He is no joke.
Like, you would never say this to an actual veteran. Like, Mersh, you would never in your life stand in front of a dude who watched his friend die and go, fuck veteran. Are you crazy, stupid? Like, what are you talking about? I hope you lose your face when you say that to somebody. That's crazy. Like, you don't understand. Some of these people are not all together there now because of what happened over there. You're saying fuck them? Like, that ain't a good idea.
Yeah, fuck you for your service. That's a great
fuck you for your service is a wild, wild take. You don't have to agree with war, but to go after the people that actually did it because they did what they thought was the right thing because they signed up to go into the military. Like, what are you doing, dude? Come on.
I remember when I joined, I wanted to be one of those guys. If it's not raining, then I'm not training. I was all excited. And then I got in the infantry. I went out there. I'm like, oh, this sucks. It was a terrible idea. What the hell is
There's a reason why they want to get you right out of high school, bro. It's like, that's when you're the most malleable, you know?
Oh, I was super dumb.
With all the jogging. Why are we jogging? Can we quit jogging? I hate jogging.
I was an athlete. Like, I was a stud. But, like, I scored well in the ASVAB. I could have done anything I wanted to do. But I was like, no, I want to be an 11 Bravo. I want to be infantry. Stupid, idiot. I needed like a 10 to score to be in the fucking infantry, but no. So dumb.
I mean, okay, so his other take is like, you're over there killing babies for Israel. Like that is for the Israeli. I think he said bankers too. I think he threw banker in there, which is kind of wild, but I don't know if he's specifically talking. I think he was talking about Tim 422 who went over during Iraq. So we're not even up to the Iran part yet, where he's saying like this. Tim 422 was killing babies for the Jews, which is fucking wild, dude.
Well, when I was in the army, we were actually giving them little tiny guns, like baby guns, just to shoot babies. So if we saw a baby, we had that baby gun ready. It was
oh yeah, it doesn't count if you use the baby gun.
Babies are foul.
Yeah, no, that's
fine.
They'll
bite.
How do you shoot women and children? You just don't lead them as much.
Smaller gun.
No, so you kind of know the rules of engagement. I think that's what they're called. Indeed, you can't just go around popping things without guns in their hands. So that's what you're referring to when you say we'll hand out the baby's guns, so then we can then we'll have a reason to pop them, right? Will.
So the rule is with the combatant on the field, if that is the bad guy and you're a bad guy, whatever, you shoot each other, you're only allowed to shoot him twice in the chest. And then once he's on the ground, you're not allowed to shoot him again. That's called a double tap. If he has his weapon, you have to keep it away, but you're not allowed to shoot him again. It's 2 to the chest.
How about babies?
Babies are another story. They move real fast. So you got to shoot them like 3 or 4 times to slow them down. And then, you know,
they crawl fast.
If they're holding the baby's in the way of the chest. The rule is the chest. What can
you have to use the baby gun, and then it's okay.
Oh, yeah. You know, you got a good Murph. Mersh does hate babies because he was raped by a baby arm. A baby actually put their entire arm up his ass.
Yeah, he was penetrated.
Well, it's confirmed. It's confirmed by Pot Awful actually reported on this, and he had the actual, you know, the baby grew up and became a man, and Pot Awful actually had that man on the podcast and talked to him, and it is confirmed that happened at Coney Island. Confirmed.
I know nothing about this. I'm back to shooting babies.
Okay. I mean, I think the deal is with
a black dwarf, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
a rough day for Mersh.
It was a rough day at Coney Island, and he'll never forget it.
I'd never go to Coney Island ever again. Fuck that place.
A black Coney.
Combat veterans on
Sorry.
disability are the single biggest welfare queens in the country.
Combat veterans on disability are the biggest welfare queens in America. That's quite the statement. I don't know if he can verify those numbers, but yeah, I don't know. Is he not aware that there's this whole system set up for veterans, the VA? He calls that welfare. That's not welfare. What the hell is he talking?
So I'm not defending Mersh, and I'm not defending calling veterans welfare queens at all. When I did separate from the service, they do try to kind of teach you to go through the Veterans Affairs to check yourself out, to make sure there's nothing wrong, nothing broken, nothing that you're going to take with you for the rest of your life. Sometimes they find things like with your lungs or with your knees or whatever, and you'll get a percentage that'll then stay with you for the rest of your life. But in my opinion, you've earned that, especially putting your name on the line, saying that, you know, if somebody invades the United States, or if the United States asks me to fight for them in a war that they've dictated fair, you know, and I come back with an injury, I'm going to be taken care of. I think Mersh is wildly wrong on this, but I do see where his point is. Some people won't even get out of basic training and develop some type of PTSD that'll give them 100% disability that constitutes like $3,800 a month for free. That's not tax deductible. And then you have 100% usage of the VA. Which I don't know. Every story is different. I don't know. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I have 40% disability, but I
feel like there's way more instances of fat girls saying that they can't leave the house because they're too anxious than there are veterans taking advantage. I'm being honest with you. I'm sure that there are.
Even, I've heard of like people pretending to be like quadriplegic, for example, and living on SSDI. Yep, I've heard of that too.
Yeah, people like this are more likely doing it. Yeah. Good point. Thank you.
It can and does happen. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I mean, he is wildly being very broad with that paintbrush. There are a lot of people out there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's another point too. Like,
they never even signed up because they were ashamed. Like, there's people like that as well that get nothing, that deserve it. You know, like
right. Yeah, they want to be pussies. They want to be tough guys, not pussies, and whine about it. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more of those than what he's referring to. Really, and secondly, like, yeah, dude, like you as a serviceman, you're like giving up, you know, it's almost like a prison sentence. You give up your freedom when you go into the service. Like you're like saying, here, I'm for you for whatever you want to use me for. Like I could be cannon fodder. I could be either way. It's like, you're going to have, what, 4 years you're going to be a serviceman, and they can do whatever the hell they want to do with you for 4 years, and you have no rights, and you are the property of the United States. So like, you're like, here, have me. I
learned it was real and shit was for real forever was when you sign your paper, SGLI, it's like if you die, your family gets $30,000. And then like, they were like, well, if you were to die, like who gets your stuff? And I was like, wait, what? And they're like, if you die. And I'm like, if I die? And I was like, I'm joining the army right now. Wait a minute. Like there's going to be guns and shooting and stuff like that. Like it didn't click, you know, until you get older. And then, yeah. So those guys come in.
Your life is now not yours to do anything with. We own it. Your life. That it is a weird thought to me that you just like sign away your life literally on the dotted line. Well, here was my other argument too. Is like he's trying to say that the disabled veterans are the biggest welfare queens around. I would assume that people that go into the military and then move on into private life, probably are a net positive on any fucking economy that they're entered into. So I would assume that most veterans end up having long lives where they work for a living, you know what I mean? And are a huge tax-paying part of society, not a net loss. Like he's trying to make it sound like you guys cost everybody a bunch of money, but my guess is you're probably a net positive to the national debt, etc. Like the economy.
They pay for your school. There's programs where they'll pay for your full education. And so, like, you are now getting veterans that are getting paid for by, the government to further their educations and then join that work field. And like you just said, help out the economy, have a job, work, give, and do what they're supposed to do. Something I wish I would have done when I left, because I was an infantryman, so it was all that crazy shit. They wanted to know if I wanted to become an underwater welder. That would have been badass, and I would have made so much money. Like being under a boat somewhere and living in some beautiful ocean place, welding underwater. It'd be dangerous as hell, but like you would make so much money, and you'd be living on these beautiful places all over the world. You know what I mean?
So wait, so why did you say, yeah, let's send me to journalism school instead?
I wanted to be a psychologist at first. I had to do college like 2 or 3 times before I settled down.
You and Ava.
Yeah, me and Ava. Now I wanted to be a psychologist, and then I don't know, something about having to trust what people say to me, and that just has to be what's going on. You know what I mean? Like I don't trust people enough to tell me the truth. I think people would try to manipulate me. So that bothered me about psychology. And then I dropped out to work with my father to be a government contractor because we worked at Fort Bliss. So I was already kind of in there, and I had a little business and stuff like that, but I just wasn't really good with the actual work part of it. I could work and be there, but I wasn't a craftsman. I could get the work as a service-connected disabled veteran-owned business. I knew how to do the paperwork and set up the company, but as an actual craftsman himself, like that wasn't my part of the job. And you would see that people don't like making other people money, and so that didn't work out. So I went back. I want to be a podcaster because I was podcasting because that was a lot of fun. And then I got fired from the podcasting group. I said, okay, well, you know what? Let's just do TV. And so it worked. And so that's how that worked out. Long story short.
No, short story long. This ain't Will Herren magazine, pal. I love that's fucking great. Thank you, Garrett Shack, for that. Thank you. Yeah, Sean Elku. When Mersh started making $4,000 a month from Rumble, he said it was more money than Melton has ever seen, and he was dead serious. Now, I thought it was $3,000 a month. I don't even think it was $4,000. I think he said that about $3,000. $3,000 more money than you ever seen in your life. Good shit. Good shit.
So Melton hates America. Oh, not Melton, Mersh. Mersh hates America.
Well, fuck, dude. He gets way deeper than you. Yeah, it gets worse. We're gonna watch more of it, but
good.
Yeah, you're gonna probably be steaming out your fucking ears after you hear all this, dude. It's wild. I was shocked. I had no idea that he felt this way about like veterans. And whatever, man. I went up to MEPS. I was gonna join. I failed my P test and never went back and tried again. But for marijuana,
I think you can go now. If you got a charge, they let it go this time. If you want to go back, Quad.
Right. Yeah. No, back in my day.
Do you know how many combat veterans end up on permanent disability, 100% pension, and we just have to pay them in perpetuity? Yeah. Sorry, I hate to break it to you, but people are waking up to this whole veteran scam. Nobody on the planet. Yeah, if you go sign up to go to war, yeah, it greatly increases your chances you're going to die. But if you don't die, you get to milk the system dry for the rest of your life. Free college, free housing, if you get on the disability, 100% pension. Free Denny's on your birthday. People will just go up to you. Oh, and by the way, if I'm on an airplane and I'm sitting in a nice fucking comfy spot that I paid extra for, if somebody comes up to me and says, "Excuse me, but one of our brave veterans was wondering if they could have your seat." Fuck you. You want the leg room?
I'm with him on that.
Hero. Pay for it at all that free.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not a veteran, but yeah, you're somewhere between. Well, nah, I was going to say you're somewhere between a civilian and a veteran, but I guess not. You're whatever. You'd be like, I serve too. Fuck you. Go get in your seat.
Yeah. Get in the goddamn back of the bus.
But Mersh should get the fuck out of the way. And what does he care? It doesn't cost him anything to have some dude get a free Denny's birthday breakfast. What the hell?
I don't want the attention, man. Like, the only reason I told you is because Mersh was talking about this stuff. Like, It's interesting because like I got an
insight.
Most
of you are that way. Aren't most of you that way?
Of course. And unless like, you're talking about some guns or something like that, and I understand how the gun works, it'll be like, well, back when I used it this time, or like I fired AR-14s and shit like that, M4s, and you know what I mean? Like I can talk Army a little bit, but I don't throw it down people's throats, because it's tacky.
Almost every veteran I've ever met was very subtle about that kind of stuff,
Yeah. Until Mersh starts yelling at me on my birthday. The fuck?
Free shit you be getting. Fuck veterans. How about that? That doesn't get said enough. Fuck veterans. You get paid a lot of money. You do.
Enough.
You get paid a lot of money. All of your expenses are paid for the entire time you're in the military, so you can just pocket all that money. Free school, free housing, disabilities, pensions, combat pay, separation pay. Enough. You did all right for yourselves.
So, do you think this guy at some point may have tried to get disability for his wonky eye and his fat ass, and they denied him, and he's very fucking salty about it?
I think he's been watching Caleb Hammer, and like, who Caleb Hammer is? Have y'all watched him?
No.
He does this thing called financial audit, and he basically brings on idiots that have like ruined their life financially, and they like tell them their story about all the idiot things that they did and why they don't have money, and he tries to like help them get their money back or get on a budget to try to get back into the game or whatever. And every veteran that he speaks to, every single one has a disability. And so he's been playing on that, and like it's a running joke within the show. And this is like a 1 million watch show. Like it's a big subscribed show. But that is one of the things. Every time he talks to a veteran, they have a disability percentage, usually in the higher percentile. So it isn't new what Mersh is talking about. And I've heard it before, and I've heard the argument before, but it's not the hill to die on, like he is.
It almost, J-Mo, did you have something to add to the trying to get?
I'll be honest with you, I
forgot. Well, the other thing I was thinking was maybe he seems really salty and jealous of people not having to work or like fend for themselves, because we know this guy is whatever. He's been homeless. He's lived in the back of a car. He had to sleep on Royce's couch for a very long time. We know the dude has struggled financially, I'm saying that past tense. He's always struggled with making money and doing that shit. He seems very salty that some people signed up to the service and they just get everything for free.
Yeah, he's very ill-informed.
They
don't get their housing for free. That's just absolutely not true. It comes right out of their fucking paycheck.
Right. Yeah. You do. You have to pay like
you get a portion of it, a stipend of it.
Right. You can live
but
on.
They charge you for like staying on military base. You get charged for that.
Right.
Your stipend is part of your pay. Right. So it's not like some extra part. It's what they initially part of what your pay is. So even before you get to combat or anything, like there's, it's not free. Let's just say that.
J-Mo, you're not living by yourself. You don't got your own crib. You're in a room with another dude on a floor with like 30 other dudes. And these other dudes are from the lowest parts of the world. It smells. Well, my barracks, they were like fucking Vietnam barracks. So like, and this is when you could smoke. And like everybody smoked in your room and stuff like that. It's disgusting. Oh, yeah. I was around people that could barely tie their shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Dudes in the military get married really quick and early. Because you get special, you get more money. You get better pay and you get better accommodations.
You get a house. 100%.
Will, I will have to say this. You're the one that signed up for infantrymen. That's on you, dude. Like you had to have a clue what you were going to be dealing with.
None.
Like you used to be, if you were smart, you would have been like Air Force or
like Shmuel.
Yeah. With Shmuel. Yeah.
Shmuel was smart. He's a smart man.
Yeah,
he did it right. And then he got his full disability, and that's disability, his retirement. And then plus you can get disability on top of retirement. He's smart.
He's probably 100% too. He's probably 100%. He don't pay no taxes on his house. I'm so fucking hot right now. My mortgage just went up. Fuck them all. I'm with Mersh.
Pay taxes.
Like you just signed up to be around like the dumbest people on earth, which are the infantrymen in the army. Like and that is the worst thing you could sign up for sure.
I could have gone military intelligence. I had all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, oh, God. Like, that would have been so smart. That would have been so smart.
I knew better. Stevie Lou, he's the guy. That's my friend. Don't do what I do ever.
Mr. Blue Sky, $3. Quad could still serve in the gay ops division. How dare you? How dare you?
The Discord division.
Well, Mr. Blue Sky, coincidentally, you just became one of my ops, yo.
Going down.
Tim, do me a favor. Quit crying. Quit crying. You chose your lot in life. Whatever. Nobody, I'm not even judging you for being a loser, but you're a loser, and it's fine. I'm sorry that happened to you, but someday you're going to have to wake up and realize that everything you did was for nothing. It was all for nothing, Tim. Oh. I didn't do this to you. The government did. Some really fast-talking, shady recruiter that came to your high school did this to you, Tim. Not
That's
me.
Fair.
Your anger is misdirected at me. Nobody was being a keyboard warrior. I'm against this war. That's not being a warrior. Can you stop spamming the beg for money thing? Because, like, I don't want to see the problem is that I have to ban this guy, and then he's going to be proud that he got banned. He's going to go, oh, see, Ben, he couldn't handle the truth. No, but you're spamming. We got it.
No, I mean, it sounds like Tim has a valid argument that this dude sits and begs on the internet for a living, and
he is a YouTube panhandler, yes.
Yeah. So now he's going to kick him out of his chat for being for making fun of him for being a digital panhandler and for being a keyboard warrior, which is both things are true. Like, I mean, that's the problem, right? Like Tim is being dead on point, and I think that probably bugs Mersh more than anything that Tim is actually correct.
Mersh is right there about the recruiter. I have a funny story about that. The recruiter came into my living room when I was like 18 or something like that, when they first tried to get me in the Army. And it was my mother, my father, and me, and the guy was going off. And my father was like, I want my son to go to college first and then become an officer. And then he'll be in the Army. That's fine, but let him be an officer. And the recruiter goes, oh, don't even worry about it. Officers are a dime a dozen. And my dad goes, I'll take $2 worth then.
Yeah. And then you just disobeyed your dad and went right in, huh? Disobedient Will.
You're wrong, Dad.
You fucked the whole thing up, dude.
You taught him.
You're the dumb veteran he's talking about right now. God damn it, Will. No, that's why they get you when you're 18, 19, because you don't know shit about shit.
I told you,
you're gonna pick. And it's also when you're like hyped up with as much hormones as possible. You're like, I can fucking walk through a brick wall. I'm the fucking man. I'll shoot all the Hajis, whatever.
Dumb.
You don't have to agree with him just so he doesn't stab you in the back, Will.
I joined the Army to piss off my dad. I was on like a break
Classic
from school.
80s.
Yeah, it was 90s, but yeah, it was just I was taking the semester off, and like for like a week I was kind of partying and waking up late, and then partying, waking up late. My father came in my room. He said, "Listen, I'm tired of this crap. You're either joining the Marine Corps or you're going back to school tomorrow." And so I joined the Army just to piss him off because he wanted me to go to the Marine Corps. Got him.
I mean,
he was right.
Out of the two, you still didn't pick well.
No.
I mean, as far as like longevity wise, yeah.
I told you about my decision making and it being poor.
Yeah.
That's right. Hit the like button, you cowards. Thank you, Nodak. Appreciate that, sir. Absolutely.
Give me money. There you go. I do. I beg for money. What is your next point, baby killer? Listen, I would rather beg for money than lay my life down defending Afghani pedophile warlord poppy farmers. How about that? How about me begging for money on YouTube does less harm to the overall world and quality of life than you defending and bodyguarding opium farmers who raped little boys? Who's the
Well, a quick question. Do you think little boys are still getting raped now? And do you think that little boys were still getting raped before we went there?
Yes and yes.
Was there poppy farmers before we went there and after we left?
So are we glad that they killed the poppy farmers that were raping babies, or we're not glad? I'm confused.
Like, I think we did kill a few of those included.
That's good though, right?
I think so. Like, apparently Mersh likes the baby rapers. He's on the baby raper opium farmer side.
Mersh,
that's a wild thing, dude.
Understand that there are two different issues here. Okay. The issues that he's talking about, the majority of people didn't even know until well after the fact. So it's not like they were like, hey, come on down. Let's go help out these molesting poppy farmers. That wasn't the pitch. People saw towers fall down. They were told a story. They believed the story. They felt it in their heart to go over there, and they thought they were doing a good thing. 9 out of 10 of these guys that you're talking shit about had no clue about any of the things you're talking about.
I disagree with you. When I was in the Army, it was specifically in one of the books that if you want to go and support baby rapers and poppy farmers, you are in the right place.
Part of the basic training, sorry.
And I was like, all right, this is different.
No, it's wild. Yeah, because you sign up to the military, you could have signed up
we knew.
Between wars when there was no war going on, which is pretty much the entire a large percentage of the time, even during the fucking Gulf Wars, right?
Yeah, best time to go in the Army is when they're not fighting. That's the great time.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder how many people, because like not even veterans, but just people on disability watch Mersh on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Like, because that seems to be his crowd. Would be disabled folks. No offense.
Well, think about this: you're a disabled veteran.
I would agree with that.
You got all this extra cash to throw around, and now this guy's calling you a piece of trash. Are you going to be giving him your extra money? No. You're going to be giving him those red boys and those piss boys? Come on,
Right. Yeah, if you served in the military, you're pro baby rape and opium farmer. That's wild. That is wild, dude. This is wild.
Learned a lot about Mersh today.
And everybody wanted to go over there after 9/11. That is a good point too, J-Mo. Everybody wanted to go there.
This shit. Like, yeah, we know now because shit's been released, but like there was guys like Alex Jones saying shit like this, but nobody believed that back then. Like, we all had nobody had that information. So it's like it's very disingenuous trying to conflate these two issues. Like, yeah, he went to war. Yeah, he thought he was doing a good thing. You could be anti-war, but you don't have to be anti-veterans to make that accomplishment. It's so stupid.
Yeah, Pat Tillman.
Yeah, exactly. But on top of that, it's like
the NFL to go die.
He doesn't have the right.
His own
he didn't even try. Like, if he didn't even try, like, you didn't. Like, at the very least, be a veteran. Going, hey, what we did was dumb.
Right.
But this guy's just a fat dude who sits online begging for money, just like Tim says. And it's like, okay, but what do you do? What you do? Oh, because it doesn't kill people, I guess. I guess you're not the problem. What?
Here's something else to think about. He's like 40. So I know he's just a couple of years younger than me. I just missed out on the 9/11 go over there and fight era. I was a little older than that. So it's exactly dead center in his wheelhouse when he could have signed up and gone over there and fought. My thought is this fucking pussy, all his buddies, everyone he knew was signing up to go over there and get some revenge. And he was like, oh yeah, you guys are all suckers. And, but he was probably just afraid to go over there and fight. He was probably scared. And that
confrontation.
Yeah, he still doesn't do good with confrontation because he's a coward. He'll happily slap a stripper. He'll happily punch the wall right next to Ice Dancer's face. But would he go over to fight in a foreign war? Apparently not.
He'll fight Johnny.
He's too smart. Yeah.
I think we got this guy's number nowadays. Like, we see through all his bullshit. He is full of shit, dude. 24/7. I bet if we read in his life journal, he would have probably have talked about 9/11 and like, oh yeah, the tough guys, we're going over there. And one of two things. Either he was scared to or he was deficient, rejected.
That was like right around the time he graduated high school. I guarantee you. 2000, 2001 is probably
center.
I guarantee you he was prime age. And they were giving buku dollars out too, by the way. Some places $50,000 entry bonus.
Yeah. Exactly.
So he was such a pussy, he couldn't even take the money, bro. Like, what?
I think he regrets not joining. I regret not joining, and there wasn't even a war going on. So there's that.
We need more opioid.
We need, yeah. No, one thing Mersh does not need is more opioid, as we learned from the 7 tabs, right?
I gotta tell you, though, the military is the best drug dealer I've ever had in my life. The very best. So, like, I developed like cardio. I had like S1L5 surgery. My back, my sciatic spindle was suppressed. Like I developed sciatica. Like I was in a lot of pain. I could barely walk. Like they had me in a wheelchair and a walker. Yeah, I was like I could barely stand. It was like level 10 pain nonstop. I went
makes you a loser, Will. Sorry.
I know.
You're a sucker.
You're a sucker and a loser.
So, like I said, I had to go to the VA to get this thing squared away. I could barely walk. And so they had me taking medicine because they wanted me to go to therapy first before they actually cut. They were giving me Percocets, oxycodone. I was getting morphine, Vicodin, whatever I wanted. And when I say the best drug dealer, I would come home from work and it would be in a brown paper bag sitting on my front door. I wouldn't have to sign for the shit. It would just be sitting on the door. I walk in, there's your drugs, sir. And I'm talking hardcore drugs, like heroin inside the drug kind of stuff. Like DVA, the best drug dealer I've ever had. And it was free. All free.
Good man. Good man. Well,
that's why Mersh is upset because you got those pills for free and him and nice kids are going to pay for them. This is bullshit.
Well, see, now I kind of understand why he's mad. So I feel bad for being upset with Mersh.
He's jealous you got the good drugs. I see.
Sciatic.
The best drug dealer. Uncle Sam.
Oh, no.
No, that's a different thing. I think you're getting confused. Sciatica.
Close enough.
It's a prison in New York, I think.
But thank you for your service, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing something I didn't ask you to do. That's the other thing. People go, why don't you thank me for my service? I didn't ask you to join the military. I don't give a fuck.
Have you ever had a veteran say, you should thank me for my service? I've never heard that asked once in the history of mankind. You should thank me for my service. Huh? When did that happen?
You're clipping well like that. If you could clip this, maybe just pop it on some veteran groups.
Share
it would be some real interesting.
Make it go viral.
Not the full, because you could condense this down to just the hitters, because they'll go because it'll get real spicy for him in a couple days.
I guess into the Foreign Legion down there in Tampa.
Maybe some Gold Star moms.
Well, he's on Rumble. On Rumble too, and that's like the super pro conservative site. So I have a feeling if you shared this with Dan Bongino and whatever Pavlovsky,
Gold Star moms will put him under the bridge today. Like, they don't fuck around. Them ladies get shit done.
These are sad people.
If you do or don't join, I got my own fucking problems. In the famous words of Paulie Walnuts, I got my own fucking problems. By the way, sorry, Tim, I got to do a little more of that begging. Hang on a second. Supertip.gg.
So it's
on you. Medals you have. All right. I can still smell the bitch on you. Quit being a bitch. Be happy with your free Denny's. All right. Be happy with your cute little fucking airline upgrades. And stay the fuck out of it. Enjoy your disability.
What the fuck?
I've never done that. I've never got an airline upgrade.
They would do that during the war when it was guys that are actually going. Like what he's talking about is when they have to put these guys on actual planes
in uniform.
And it's usually when they're coming home from being at war. This fucking cunt thinks that his coach seat let's be clear, is what they're after. They're not. They're not. They're cool on that, Mersh. The one you saved up for years to buy so that you and your... Let me not even... He's never
that's
been
what
asked once.
he's trading his medals in for that. I mean, this Tim guy, he's ridiculous. He's trading his medals in for free Denny's. Oh, yeah.
Denny's
see what
good.
your medals will get you.
They don't
Enjoy
give
your
out free
pension, and
meals
every time I
either.
pay
Like,
tax-
what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He
I wear
thinks
my medals.
All you gotta do, they get like a 10% discount, you dick. Like, it's not that great. It's not that great.
You get an extra taquito or some bullshit like Walgreens, Whataburger.
And I've seen like veterans ask for like the veterans discount or whatever, and the fucking waitress and everybody's like, oh, I guess it's like, because now they gotta go put the fucking code in. It's not that great of a discount. It's not free either.
5%. Like,
in some cases, yeah.
So like on Veterans Day, I'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and you get like a free like 12 wings and stuff like that, which is cool. So I'll go there and eat them, but they're so shitty to you because they think you're not going to tip. You're just there to eat the wings and bounce. Fucker, when I go, like, I will give them, I will donate my tip will be what you're giving me. Like, I will take good care of you, you know what I mean, for giving me free food because I appreciate your business being nice to the other veterans. Like, if you're nice, you will clean up off me, you know? But you're right. Some of these waitresses and waiters, they just think, oh, they're not going to pay, you know? Yeah. So.
What do you say, Will? You say, what? I'm not black. Jesus, I'm going to tip.
No, I do not say that.
I'm trying to get you in trouble here. I'm just fucking with you. I'm being a prick. I'm sorry.
And stay the fuck out of it. Enjoy your disability. Enjoy your pension. And every time I pay taxes, thank me for my fucking
You don't.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
On the
He's like
record, you don't pay
120 grand.
taxes.
He's literally owes the IRS like 120 grand or some shit right now. Literally.
He
As
literally
we
pretends he pays taxes also. This is the saddest dude on the internet, man.
Come on.
You guys are the fucking problem. I mean, I pay my taxes. Not really, but
Yeah, Will.
work for me.
When you get your disability and all that shit, your free Denny's, you should thank me for paying my taxes.
I do. Every time I go to Denny's, I say,
Thank
thank you, Mersh. Thank
You
you,
go.
Mersh.
You go to. All right. Actually, every show from now on, every Nightwave in the evening, you should go in there and just say, "Hey, thanks for your service, Mersh. Thanks for your service."
thank you for your
Everybody
service.
should start doing that. Go
Like,
in
thank
there
you,
to
OJ.
Mersh's show every night
Thank you
and
for your
say
service.
that. Thank you for your service, Mersh.
Mersh.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
service.
Every day
Thank
I'm
you
on
for
there.
your taxes. Thank
I'm
you
your
for your
real raging
taxes.
Cajun, Will Herren, News 15. Thank you, Mersh, for your service.
Yes.
Every day. from here on out.
And then thank iStancer. Say thank you for your cervix.
Thank you too, Ice Dancer.
I hate to see one half of the Vegas Lords acting like this. You know what I mean?
Prove me
This
wrong.
is
The Lords of Vegas. I mean, we're talking about Mersh and iStancer, not Scarlett and Ethan. Is that what you're getting at?
no, the Lords of Vegas. You know, Patrick Melton and I believe Mersh. I believe they were called the Lords of Vegas at one point.
Oh, right.
Apparently, only half of them feels this way about veterans. So
Free
haven't heard
slot
from
play.
Melton yet.
Talk about how I'm begging. You go and beg every time you go to the fucking VA, Tim. Stop it. Every time you go anywhere, you want a handout. I served. I deserve everything now ever. No, you don't.
Do you get to go to the VA, Will?
I do. I was at the VA today.
Oh, did you just get free shit as soon as you walked in?
Therapy.
Oh, did you have to beg for it?
I did.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. You know,
I
when's
said,
the last
Mersh
time
said,
you went there?
thank you for your service, Mersh.
No,
Man,
do you-
got therapy.
Yeah, you need to go. You should go thank Mersh personally for
I
you
did that
getting
first.
that therapy.
You guys
And
file a line for begging and then move to the next line to receive what you begged for?
Right.
That's,
There it
that's
is.
cool, man.
It's kind of
Is
busy,
that-
but, you know, it's profitable.
You mean you wait in line and then when you finally get seen, you got to beg at that point after waiting in line forever? That's
There's
interesting.
a special veteran line at the Veterans Affair that you can be in to get you through a little faster.
Did you know that you guys can just skip any line at any store and go right to the cash register?
Yep.
Veterans
And then
get to
they
do
give you
that,
free
yeah.
Denny's, no matter where you're at.
Free
But
Denny's.
you go
Only
to the
Denny's does
VA.
it, though.
You don't get that same treatment everywhere, though. You go to the VA and you got to wait in line, almost like socialized medicine or something, huh?
So like to be real, Like I hate going to the VA because like old people watch the news. So like every time I go in, they'll recognize me. They'll look away, they'll look again, and then they'll like kind of sit kind of next to me and they'll look.
Hell yeah.
And they want to start talking to me and stuff like that. So I'm just, God
celebrity at the VA alert. Woo, woo. He doesn't have to, he gets to skip the begging line this time. Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Martha, that's that good looking feller from the news. Look,
that's that shiny teeth boy there on the TV.
Yeah, he's got that horizontal hairline. Look at it. That's
there
amazing. It really looks that good in real life. Can you believe it, Martha?
Oh, golly.
You believe. That's awesome.
You know,
I'm so happy for you to get everything free, dude. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. I'm
kind of a big deal.
You fell for a stupid scam. Where I come from, we don't reward people for being fucking marks. Sorry, that's not how it works. All right.
What a mark!
All right. No, the marks are on the other side of the stands. They pay to be here. Arnold Nicotina bought a coffee and said, "Mersh,
you're a mark, bro." I'm sorry.
Bought a coffee is the funniest thing to say after you just got done shitting on
begging
combat veterans. Somebody just bought me a coffee, baby. Woo! What a fag.
Buy me a coffee for the veterans, guys. Yeah.
Buy me a coffee, please.
Veterans piss me off.
They should. I guess they piss Mersh
grow
up.
the fuck up.
I hope
a lot of hate coming at me tonight, and I don't care. I will die on this fucking hill.
That hill,
Mersh. Always die on this hill.
Not the one.
Actually, you got to enjoy the freedom.
It's your friend, Will.
I know.
Well, I went out and fought for it. Yeah, it sounds like you're a mark.
You fucking mark!
Wait a minute. So I got all the benefits and didn't have to do anything and didn't have to get my legs blown off for Israel? Sounds pretty sweet to me. You're like the guy who brags that you're like, I actually did twice as much work as everybody else in our office this week. And you're like, cool. We're all getting paid the same. None of this matters. Anybody who's mad at me about, no, we need to shut up. This is what I feel right now.
Nigga, grow up.
Grow up. And you're going to find a lot of veterans.
Sometimes multiple times.
You know what a lot of veterans do?
It's crazy.
They fucking agree with me.
They commit suicide too.
Yeah. Way to bring it down a peg, Will. Thanks a lot. Right. Thanks a lot, dude. On that
God, what you made it really dark there at the end. No, but you heard what he was saying. Like you're Mark, and anybody that works harder, like if you all have the same job and there's a guy on the crew that's working harder than you, he's the Mark. Not because he's trying to go somewhere and do something extra, maybe even get promoted. Like that guy's a dumbass because he's trying. Not cool like me, Mersh, who does the bare minimum to get along in life. And you're Mark because you went to die to get the benefits that I already get without that.
Do you know why I have this job right now where I'm at? Do you all know why?
No.
Nobody else wanted it?
Or
everybody. Sports jobs are like everybody wants them. The reason why I have this job is because I worked really hard on my other job. And one of the guys that I worked with noticed it. And then when he got a job here in Louisiana, he thought to himself, I know a guy that works really hard that can also do weather and sports. I think I want that guy to work for me. So then he brought me here. And now I have this great, awesome job that I love because I worked hard when people told me just to regular work. So sorry for being.
It's almost like it works, huh? That's weird.
It's like it paid off or something.
Yeah. So you're not a sucker. You're not a Mark. You're living the American dream, and you did all of the great things that a great American would do. So thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you.
Your Denny's today.
Goddamn Denny's from both of you.
I owe you.
I'll Denny's on us, dude. Come on.
If you come to Hackamania, Denny's on me.
And
if you get like a discount, I'll buy you Denny's.
Yeah. We'll use your discount, but he'll pay.
I'll buy everybody Denny's.
No, and I'll reimburse. I'll reimburse after you get your discount.
Eggs, dude. Steak and eggs.
Veterans Day at what is it, Little Caesars. They give you a deep dish and like a soda, like a 4-piece deep dish. I'll go to 8 Little Caesars around the city of Lafayette, and I'll maybe keep 2 of them, but I'll bring the rest of the station. Everybody eats pizza for the day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dog.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to get into some Scarlett and Ethan Ralph talk. I will happily let you go if you got to get going, man.
Thank you. I'm hungry as a hostage. Mersh, you're killing me, man.
Oh, now I see how it is. You're a hostage here. I thought we were having a good time. Come to find out you've been taken advantage of.
As a veteran, I haven't eaten today.
Yeah, he's dumb because he's a veteran, so it was really easy to trick him.
You don't really do the shout out thing anymore, right?
Just go to Mossy Clips, push the subscribe button, and then push subscribe at BYB. Hit the like button.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for your service, Will and Mersh.
Thank you for your service. Thanks for popping in. Everybody check out Mossy Clips. That's right.
Rock-a-san.
Peace. I thought that guy was never going to leave. Him always talking about, I served in the military, blah, blah, blah. Get over yourself already. Am I right?
Yeah, man. I was about to turn right on Mersh's side. I mean, I was getting there. It was getting handy.
Handy? Wow. Speaking of handies.
All back. Hando. God dang it. Hando.
Definitely waiting for that Hando. Not a handout, a hando. I will earn it. Apparently, I probably have to sign some paperwork or something. I'm assuming that's how it works. But
I think she just needs a DNA swab or something like that.
Oh, she's going to get a DNA swab, all right. She's going to get all the DNA she could ever imagine.
Sample ABCUM.
That's right. Ladies. Yeah, everybody from now on, just go when Mersh is going live, just go over there once a day and say thank you for your service, Mersh.
Thank you for your service.
That's right.
Mersh.
Thanks, Mersh. Thank you for your service. Yes. You gotta thank him for paying taxes and whatever else he does. I don't know that he probably really never has done. All right, let's watch just a little bit of Ethan Ralph and Scarlett. You know about the Dr. Till stuff, right? You've been seeing all the doc sting going on over there?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it. I mean, I'm not like deeply enthralled in it, but I do know our boy Soup Party's been involved a little bit. So
correct. Apparently he sent over that Dr. Till kid something like food, DoorDash, pizza, etc.
Yes. While he was on live, yeah.
Right. Which is hilarious, right?
I think it was, again, the reaction that Dr. Till had to it that caused this thing to kind of spiral out. And now he's at an all-out war with people I don't think he really wants to be at war with. So there's a problem there for him. Speaking of war.
Yeah, this was that.
That I don't like you over it. You using... You're right, Jesse. You don't...
That's our boy, Soup Party. That's not his name. Triple G. Yeah, Triple G. I tried to get him on tonight, but he said he has to watch Dr. Till tonight because something was going on, and then he has to report on it tomorrow. So shout out to Triple G. He would have came on if this whole thing wasn't going on, but also that is the reason I wanted to have him on. Gosh darn it. So two things could be true. But yeah, I get it, man. He wants to keep an eye on these boys and go after them some more. I don't even know what really started. I can't remember. We had him on to talk about this like 3 weeks or a month ago, and I can't even remember what started it. I know. Triple G's kind of like a Pot Awful fan, so I just assumed that it's like Ethan Ralph, Pot Awful, Triple G, those guys are all going after Mersh, Dr. Till, the Virgies, the all that crew. So it is kind of like sector versus I don't even know. That is like a sector versus sector kind of war, right? Because all those people are really sector people.
Yeah, man, that's all the playing in the mud shit, man. Blood sports and all that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. which we're supposed to be afraid of over here at the Dabbleverse, right?
Well, they said we were boring or whatever, but honestly, most of their blood sport shit that they do is really fucking like boring.
Yeah.
Because it always turns into this where one guy's like, you can't do that. And it's like, but I can. And it's like, okay.
Don't dox me. But yeah, once you dox me, I'm doxing you. Now we're doxing. Now everybody's doxing.
This is your sister. This is your mom. Ha ha ha. It's like, okay.
I mean, it was like a week ago, right? Ethan Ralph called this guy's mom on air.
He did call his mommy, which was not right.
Yeah,
people's
not
mommies.
Nice. Yeah, don't get mom involved. That's not cool.
I
don't have any control of it. I don't blame what Kyle Stalking is doing on you. No, the stuff that I don't like you over it. You using my company's imagery to try to sell your pizza fund. Oh my.
So even Pot Awful is using his job's imagery to sell the pizza fund. So he's even putting his job out. So far today, I saw Dr. Till's like entire family history. Everyone in all of his family, they're all over Twitter. He's got some cousin that's a pedophile or some shit. They found him. He's all over the place. Yeah, they're getting very deep in the weeds to find out.
Make these folks upset, but he did something, and he did not.
I think he was going after Ethan Ralph, and it just it slowly snowballed out of control.
Yeah, but he had to have personally done something to one of these people, because nobody gives a fuck about Ethan Ralph this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ethan Ralph doesn't even care about himself this much. Like,
yeah. No, I'm sure he probably pulled up something in somebody's personal life that maybe he should not have gone into, and he is now paying the price for that.
It feels like that. It feels like it's more personal because we've talked shit. I mean, we talk shit about everybody, but like, I feel like right here, like if you start like doxing people or looking into people's personal life and exposing them for that, then that is what then in turns happens to you. You know, but I don't know. I don't know this scenario well enough. I'm not a big Dr. Till guy per se.
None of us are. Nobody's a Dr. Till guy. That's not a thing. There is no such thing as a Dr. Till. Does he still wear
the silk robe, or did he give that up for the fight this time?
Well, I mean, here's a clip of him in the robe. I guess I should have just moved into the middle here. Let me do that. Let me get out of the way so you can all see him robed up. But yeah, here's another.
Like one of the Culkin boys, didn't he? Like not Macaulay or the other one, but maybe one of the others.
Yeah, maybe not Macaulay, I guess.
Yeah.
The other one. How would you like to be the less popular Culkin? Just like Kevin is the less famous Brennan. Same kind of shit, right? Ouch, it hurts. It's gotta hurt.
That does hurt, man. But hey, nobody gives a fuck about whatever that other Culkin is.
Yeah, the Neil guy, Neil and Bob.
Yeah, the Neil Culkin.
People on this side of the internet don't dox, okay? That's a big no-no over here. We'll fucking run you out of town for that shit. Whoever this biggest stalker is, this Kyle at Kyle Stalking, went to my brother's Facebook page, found a Christmas movie that my brother had made just for like the family, and watched. So basically, he face doxed my entire family and my brother's wife's family. Excuse me?
So, as you heard there, he did say the guy's name in the middle of the clip, which is kind of wild, too. So, he's trying to play that tit for tat stuff. He's not so innocent in this, right?
Yeah. They're... I just really wish like people would just keep the shit between them and the other person instead of getting the other, like person's family involved. It's like you don't know what people's family situation is either. Like you might be calling this, she might have cancer or something. Like we don't know. Like I don't know. But if you do it, it's gonna happen to you. Long story short.
You're still getting beard comments. Your beard looks back to normal now, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it really
it looks pre-trip.
Yeah, the immediate darkness is now faded. I definitely had the wrong shade of color, but hey, you know what? You live and you learn. You know,
you do. You did live. You
that's
did
all
learn.
you can do. I blame veterans.
I guess we could talk a little bit about Ethan, Ralph, and check in and see what we might have to deal with over there at Hackamania. This is exactly the kind of thing I'm worried about happening at Hackamania when the lovely Scarlett's there hanging out with us, man. I know they're going to have karaoke night. I hope this is not what karaoke.
I thought you were about to say cocaine, which I was about to agree.
Cocaine night. They're going to have cocaine night.
They're definitely going to have cocaine.
Cocaine. Sure. Well, we're going to be in Vegas. I have a feeling they got plenty of that shit in Vegas. Something tells me that. And I have a feeling someone like Scarlett would know where to get a fix in Vegas. I know she used to work out there, so I have a feeling she's got a connection or two.
Yeah, across different states. Yep.
Who is this fucking old man? I don't like him, but I like his side. Where is it? I don't know. Who is this fucking old man?
What in the fuck is going on, dude? She's grinding some teeth like a mad dog. I think she sings like Bobcat Goldthwait. I think people were commenting on that. That's exactly.
I believe she was taking some shots across the bow at Mr. Panhandler in that particular freestyle.
Oh, she's making fun of people. A veteran with Bell's palsy. How dare her?
Yeah. And he got that Bell's palsy in the war. So the war in Iran, he just got it yesterday. So
right.
Feel good.
Yeah, from all the chemicals, from all the pesticides they were putting on the poppy fields that he was protecting, and all the pedos that he also were the poppy farmers, I would assume, right? All of the above.
All the above and then some, they say.
Disgusting. All right. And then this just came out today right before we went live, so I didn't really have time to proof watch it. It's a Doom clip though, so I assume it's totally fine. I didn't want to start it off right in the beginning. I got far enough to realize that 3.5 minutes is where the fun starts.
Now, who is this gentleman?
Okay, well, you know
was that Royce?
Oh yeah. No, I don't know. That's your guru, bro.
Oh, I thought that was Royce.
Assalamu alaikum. Maybe that's one of the poppy groves. It kind of looks like that.
It could be Arab.
He's a poppy man. He's a poppy man. Keeps it popping.
So that's not Royce, though, for the record.
No. Confirmed that's not Royce after a major weight loss, because I don't think he's that skinny. He's still a fat man that works out.
Can't fuck that shit.
I'm getting Heineken. And I'm going to drink it right in front of your fucking face.
Heineken, fuck that shit. Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Pabst Blue Ribbon? I wouldn't drink that piss water if my life depended on it.
I got you a barbecue brat and a hot dog.
Well, I want the hot dog. I'm hungry too.
I put all the toppings on it imaginable. It is a blasting bitch of a brat to put in your mouth and down your throat.
No, listen, don't get sexual with the hot dog.
Stick it in my mouth.
No, be quiet.
Daddy, swallow.
Be quiet.
I'll swallow you before you swallow me.
We done that today already. Listen.
Baby.
Well, things are going good then. It sounds like, right?
Yeah, it seems like everything's been going good. I'm so happy for them, dude.
I mean, this is great for Ethan, getting to deal with her 24/7, locked up in a motel room with her. I can't imagine that anything could go wrong between now and Hackamania, right? Like in a week and a half from now.
No, dude, everything's gonna be sick, dude. Don't even worry about it. Like, this couldn't possibly go wrong. Love is in the air. It's March. It's spring.
Love on the spectrum. I'm more like not in the air.
I suggest, and this is what I will say. I think this is the best possible arrangement for these two to be together, is that it's in limited nuggets like this. Like, oh, maybe we do a weekend. and we take 2 or 3 weekends off, and then you come back for another weekend, and then we do a couple off, right? Because then you get
small doses. You do it in small doses, unlike the cocaine they're using, which they're doing in large doses.
Microdosing, yes.
Exactly. Yeah, correct dosages. Yes, keep it in the correct dosage.
I think ODing. Can't OD on each other.
And no mixing uppers with downers. Also,
Which I know for a fact they are doing over there. They have to be doing that. It's not good.
Brown, you can look.
I don't care. But
I don't care.
Rob said no. You ain't coming where I'm at, Mexico.
I love my Mexico.
Okay, good. I can't wait to get back to Mexico. You have no idea.
You hear that? I can't wait to get back to Mexico. You have no idea. Okay, maybe things aren't going so great after all. Yeah, I mean,
that's a lot, dude. That's a lot on anybody. She does a lot of yapping.
I can't imagine. Like I said, it's already been said. I can't imagine having to be stuck in that motherfucker with this chick.
I hope she stays a night in your room. I hope she gets I hope you get an experience, and I hope Spur gets a night. I'm not saying something sexual is happening. I'm just saying the experience of having to be stuck in a room and listening to whatever she's got saying out of her mouth at that time for hours, for sure.
She is a pass around kind of gal. I mean, she don't mind getting passed room to room. I'm sure of that.
Ethan doesn't seem like he would mind maybe a couple breaks. It'd be just dropping her off at the babysitter for an hour. You know what I mean?
That's right. He shared ladies in the past with Mersh, for example. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
I love Mexico.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
Like I said, I could probably keep going, but I don't like the trajectory.
Bitch. This is America. We're at war.
I don't like the trajectory.
We have a fucking serious.
Anyway, thank you all.
We give a shit about America.
Thank you all. I appreciate it. I am about to vacate the premises.
We're American citizens.
Especially when I'm sober, I just have a certain sense
you're not sober.
I am, bitch.
What other fuck you're on?
I'm not on anything.
I don't know. I left you.
You're on something, clearly.
I left you alone in my hotel room for hours, so I don't give a fuck.
It's funny. He's all, when I'm sober, I want to vacate the premises. So yeah, to deal with her, he pretty much has to be blackout drunk. I think we already assumed that was the case, but now it's kind of confirmed for the most part.
No, them through them having a relationship through the stream on video camera, it seems to be a lot better than when they're together in the same room, because there's no mute button. And that's a real problem when you're in a room with somebody. You can't just mute them because it's your stream.
Yeah, exactly. It works out better when you can mute her, which we've all seen has been done. Facts. Maybe this one last story and then we'll get the hell out of here. Our boy Clearwater Chad, he has been the vice presidential running mate for President Joseph Catalano. Now, you remember the last time we had our boy Clearwater Chad on the show, right?
Oh, of course, popcorn time. Yeah, I remember.
We kind of grilled the boy about, he's not a boy. Jesus Christ, that's kind of rude of me. We grilled the guy about being a commie sympathizer, and he did go on to say he's totally fine with giving everybody stuff away. Everybody needs the equal amount, blah, blah, blah. He pretty much admitted that he was a commie sympathizer when he was on our show.
Classic New York.
Right. And I think he went on to debate somebody without permission. This person's name is 4K. We know that 2K and 4K do that show sometimes together. So yeah, 4K puppet. God, I can't keep up with all the fucking puppets. Now we got now there's an entire puppet show that this idiot Rocco's putting together for Hackamania on Sunday. I will be mocking him and making fun of him for bringing a fucking puppet show. What do you think? We're a bunch of children? You're going to
if you have a puppet though, what if there's a little puppet quad? Will you then still be upset?
No, I won't.
Flattering, right? If they got a little wheelchair quad and a puppet.
Okay. Well, that might sway the thoughts. Yeah. He already has the impersonation down pretty good. I've seen him do it a couple times. But yeah, he's going to a room full of adults and he's bringing a puppet show. Okay, Rocco. Okay, whatever. Maybe it's for himself. And so come to find out the guy sits around a room and plays with puppets all day. Who would have ever have guessed, right? Apparently they're all MLC co-hosts.
His arm's gonna hurt, dude. By the time this is over, if he's the only one operating these puppets, his arms are gonna be on fire, dude. It's gonna be a lot.
But it's the same thing he does at home every day by himself all the time anyway. Like, oh, hey, I'm little KB. You know, whatever. You can picture it in your own minds. You can come up with your own scenario.
Now. You just mind your business. That's a decent puppet.
It is, but the rest of the shit is junk. So we'll see. This little homo.
Maybe it turns out good.
See this little homo play with his puppets. Little fucking retard. Child.
Ooh, white background does not go good against Joey's skin tone. I gotta say that. He looks like a whole different person. He's a whole different shade of person right now.
He is. I don't want to get in Joey's way. Whatever, man. Become president. Just don't kill all of us. Don't sick the CIA after Quad, please. I'll endorse you if you just promise not to knock me off when you get there to the White House, buddy.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna threats. I don't think he understands. Yeah,
I have a feeling he might harbor some rough, hard feelings for old Quadster. So hopefully, when he becomes president, he doesn't just automatically knock me off, shoot one of those heart attack darts at me. You know what I mean?
You're on the list. I'm almost certain of it. He said there's a list. I'm almost certain you're on it.
Shit.
Not me. I'm in good graces.
I should have been nicer when I had a chance, son of a bitch.
Yeah, you treated him badly, man. This is what happened.
All right. But I might not be endorsing him anymore because I do stand with our boy Clearwater Chad. And even though I don't like the commie stuff, I gotta stick up for my friends even when they're not doing the best, even though they got some shitty points. Like you. I've stuck up for you when you've said some shitty things. Maybe the loving hand job one, for example, or other things. There's other things.
Yeah, I'm the
Before
best,
we continue, I want to address something directly. This campaign is real. We are running for president of the United States, and because of that,
that's kind of like Chad Zumach, right? Before I get started, I just want to say
this is not a lie.
I'm not lying. I'm not. This is the truth. I'm about to be honest, guys. Before I get started, this is a real campaign. I just want you to know that this is real. This is really happening.
We're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard. Effective immediately. We have made a change with the campaign. Within this campaign, the vice president position has been vacated. The vice president position has been vacated.
Oh, you like vacay, don't you, JMO? You just went on a vacay not that long ago.
They're nice, man. They're
really. Do you want to be vacated? Maybe you can get vacated.
Nonsense. No, thank you.
No. I think you ought to be his running mate, bro. I think you would be a perfect running mate for this guy.
You would be a perfect running mate. Get it? Running.
Actually, I had never thought of myself running for vice president with Joey C, but the way you said that makes me think maybe I would be good for this. That might be
the only way you could run again is if you run for vice president.
And then if we win, then I knock him off like Lyndon B. Johnson did to JFK, and then I'm president. Like,
absolutely, you're next in line, dude. And you'll stand tall in that position. We all know you will.
I just like FDR. FDR did it. He served more terms than anyone. I don't even think they're what 3.5 terms. That's amazing, dude. I want to do that.
Yeah, dude. I think they just put braces on his legs and made him pretend he could walk, but like he couldn't. Like,
no, they just made him stand up like 5 times for a couple speeches.
That decision was necessary because this campaign cannot and will not operate on anything less than seriousness, disciplined, and focused. Let me also be clear about something else. We will not.
I mean, I've always thought of this as seriousness and focused and whatever else he said. Always have thought of this campaign as that. Haven't you, JMO?
Oh, absolutely. I'm just curious though, who's we if now Chad is no longer in it? Wouldn't it just be him?
Yeah, I mean, for now. Maybe he's got a team behind him. I don't know, advisors and such. Maybe a campaign manager, for example, like Mrs. C. I don't know.
Let's get Anthony Cumia on this ticket. That's what this ticket needs. Another WAP. Just slap
another
on there.
Dirty WAP. Exactly.
Fucking really take this place back. We need wife beater tank tops in the White House again. It's been
exactly.
Too long. We need some pasta cooking up in there.
Gabagool.
Yeah, gabagool. We gotta have it all, man.
Hey, have you heard about this Iran situation? Exactly. We gotta go over there and kill those sand eggplants. You know what I'm saying? Fuck yeah.
Oh my God. Eggplants galore.
Participate in debates with individuals who are not legitimate presidential candidates under any circumstances. If you are not actively running for president of the United States, if you are not on that path, then we will not engage in debate. This is not an entertainment. This is not a game. And this is not part of any online scene. This is a campaign for the highest office in this country. And it will be treated that way. We welcome real discussions. We welcome real debates. But only
we welcome.
Is he welcoming them or walking them? I walk them.
No,
we walk them.
Welcome.
Well, he used to play baseball, so I assume,
welcome.
Just walk him, put him on first, so he can't double up or whatever.
Yeah, put your hands on your knees and walk him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So you can tag any base for an out. Exactly, I get it, man. You got to walk them sometimes. Barry Bonds is a great example. You just walk them. We can't afford a homer.
That's the problem. Is Clearwater Chad broke the rules, so he doxed himself and put his full name out there. But his one thing that he did wrong was he went and he debated somebody who's not running for president. He knew those rules before you get on there, and he did it anyway. Despite
you don't just go debate a puppet. Yeah, or like Joey's case, you don't just go on some puppet show. Oh wait, no, he goes on Tukey show all the time. I guess he broke the rule already. In fact, wasn't he just arguing with little KB yesterday? That's now that I think about it, this guy seems to go on a lot of puppet shows. Now that he's fired his running mate for going on a puppet show.
If he had a puppet running mate, how fun.
Puppet mate.
Oh golly.
Ironic.
For vice president. Woo!
Yeah. You might as well just fill out your entire cabinet with a bunch of puppets.
Sesame Street.
White House Street. Otherwise known as Pennsylvania Avenue, I do believe.
That respects the seriousness of what is at stake. And moving forward.
I love steak.
This is exactly how the campaign will operate. I spoke on immediately effective the vice presidency after. First of all, I had no knowledge that he was going to go debate.
All right, well, he made it a good minute and a half in there before he started fucking up. It's serious though.
Dude, he's miffed.
It sounds very serious, and that's what we want you to know how serious it is.
He's miffed, dude. Joey's not fucking around about this presidency thing. He's hot under the collar.
Under the collar. Yeah, I mean, I hope him and Clearwater Chad can kiss and make up. Or what's his name? Something saying forgot his real name.
James Sardines or something.
Sardine. There you go. You nailed it. I didn't want to dox him, so I'll let you do it, JMO. Dox him.
Well, he put it on there. I mean, that's the only way I can remember is Sardines.
Always Clearwater Chad to me. Always CWC over here, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, we love him over here. You know he's good here.
Purpose Hill finishing $10. Mo's worth was apparent when he was gone for a week. Time to pay Mo more. Mo in the midnight hour. JMO says Mo.
Mo.
I'd say do better, Quad, but that's like encouraging Ray DeVito. Ow! Why the stinger? But yeah, why the stinger at the end there? Like you didn't have to add the stinger. Actually, that makes me want to cut Mo off completely. Oh. I mean, hey, Permasale, I'll tell you this. There are some changes coming really soon. Speaking of which, I think Spurg Snake is going to be doing less shows, and Mo will be probably doing the same shows, so he might get some Mo. I'm just saying that might be in the works, sir. That's right.
I'm taking over the company. I'm taking over the company. What's he going to do? He can't fight. He's got no arms and legs. I'll just push
exactly. It's a hostile takeover situation. This is not good. I don't like it.
I'm Israel. You're the United States. You'll do as I say, and you'll pay me for it.
I will pay you and listen to you and do whatever you want. I'll kill whoever you want me to.
You will fight I will, and you will pay me for the pleasure. Yeah.
Only because you have so much compromat on me. That's mainly the number one reason.
Wide open butthole pictures of you that everybody keeps sending me. I don't understand.
Wow. Are you sure they're my butthole?
That's what they say.
I think that's Kiki's. I think they tricked you.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's just Kiki's butt. Everybody has pictures of Kiki's butthole. Trust me.
Let me check my
but yes, thank you very much, Mr. God dang it. Mr. and Mrs. Permasil. I do believe that's how it goes. But yeah, honestly, that is everything I just said is factual and true. I do think that we're going to have an Easter surprise for everybody that I think will warm your cuckolds. Is it cuckles or cuckolds? Like, what am I going to warm again? Your cuckold? I don't even know how this works. Am I saying the right word? I feel like Joey C right now. I feel like I'm blowing it. But you need to take this serious. Everything I'm saying right now, you need to take serious because, this is a serious thing, just like Joey C's campaign. But yeah, we absolutely will be giving JMO a raise. Very much like Will Herren got a raise for working his ass off and doing more and being a badass. So there you go. Will Herren gets a raise. JMO gets a raise. Everybody's getting a raise. But why did you have to stab me in the back there at the end? I'd say do better, Quad, but that's like, why do I got to be like Ray DeVito? Why is that a thing? When did that happen, Permasil? I don't remember pissing you off, but it seems like I may have done something that upset you. I don't know. Send me DMs. Just don't send me pictures of your dick or asshole. That's all I ask. It's not asking for much, but it is something I prefer, not to see pics of your dicks. All right. Well, thanks everybody for popping in here tonight, and I would expect you guys all to be back here Wednesday and Friday. I do believe we have a guest. I had 2 guests for Friday that I thought were going to knock your socks off, but apparently one of them dipped out on us because it's Easter weekend and they have family, so I won't even bring them up now. Because then you'll know that they don't work for Israel because they're not Jewish, right? Oh, this guy. I see what you're doing there. I see you, Tyler. I know. You want sweet baby Grace on the show so badly. You keep asking me about her. Eventually, I'll get her on. I just got to wait for like a week when we're talking about Catholicism or something like that. I can't just have her on the show when we're talking about Dabbleverse stuff because she doesn't cover any of that shit. So how about the next time she gets punched in the face at a store? That was a good week. I remember when that happened to her. Next time she gets attacked in like a bodega or something like that, I will absolutely ask her on for an interview. I think that would be good. I think she was on Chrissy Mare's show recently, speaking of which. Thank you, Nodak. Thank you for showing up, big dog. thanks for the show. You're welcome. And thank you for being here. And thank you for reminding everybody to hit that like button. And if you don't mind hitting that like button, all of you on your way out the door, would you please hit that like button? And I love you all more than a friend.
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I light your fartum fire with my rounds. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.